This could be the greatest time you ever live if you control what you focus on, if you find a more empowering meaning, and if you decide to model the actions of those who succeeded before you. It can be the best financial time, the best emotional time, the best spiritual time of your life, but you better take control of your state. And if you think you're going to do it just by today, you're wrong. You're going to need to get yourself some rituals. Right now, every one of you in this room is controlled by your rituals. I don't just mean this one. I mean every morning you get up. I know your body. I can look at your body right now, and I can guess your rituals. Some of you, your rituals to work out 5 times a week, I can see it clearly. 4 to 6 times a week, it's obvious. Because you couldn't look like that if you didn't do that. Some form of workout. I don't care if it's walking, lifting, whatever. Some of you, it's obvious that lifting weights is part of it. You can see it by that man's muscles. I know what his rituals are. Because your life comes from your rituals. If you don't develop the ritual, you're kidding yourself. How many agree with me on this? Raise your hand and say, I. And there are rituals that put you in state, and there are rituals that take you out of state. You have rituals in your relationship. You have rituals with your body. You have rituals around your finances. And the rituals that worked in the reaping time of fall in the markets and in business and in real estate, those rituals won't work now. If you do the right thing at the wrong time, you get pain. I'll say that again. If you do the right, you go, but Tony, I'm doing the right. You get pain. So you better do the right thing at the right time, and to do that, you better know what season you're in. To do that, you better learn how to change your state, how to take control of your own conditioning. That's what I live for. Does this make sense to you? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Yes or no? So now it's time to train yourself to do that. I'll show you how fast it can change. Try this just for a second. I want to show you what you can do with just focus. Try this for a moment. I'm going to give you a test. Sit up in your chair with some energy. Make sure your buddy next to you is in a strong state. If will otherwise, adjust their state. Come on, change their physiology. What do they got to do? See if they're ticklish. That might help. Now do this. I want you to look around this room right now and find everything in this room that you can find that is brown as fast as you can. Look for brown, look for brown, look for brown, look for brown. Look around you, look for brown, look for brown, look for brown. Okay, close your eyes. I'm going to give you a test. With your eyes closed now, shout out loud everything you saw that was red. If you see a lot more brown right now than red, say yes. Open your eyes. Look for red now. I want you to really look for red. Look for red, look for red, look for red. Anything you can find that's red, look for red. All around you, look for red. Raise your hand if you found more red this time and say, I. Why did you find more red this time? Because seek and you shall. That's right. Whatever you focus on, you're going to find it. In fact, let me tell you something. You'll even find it when it's not there. How many saw burgundy, called it red, just so you could have more things you counted? Raise your hand and say, come on. See, whatever you're looking for, you're going to find. So if you want to change your life, my friends, you got to change your physiology and you got to change your focus. By the way, how fast can you change that stuff? How fast, my friends? How fast? How fast? Come on. In a heartbeat, once you rechange your conditioning. That's all you got to do. And you can do it fast. You can do it with a question or two. Try this right now. Answer this question in your mind and be honest. What in your life today, if you wanted to be, could you feel proud about right now? If you wanted to feel proud, if you didn't feel like, I shouldn't be proud, if you wanted to feel proud, what could you be proud of in your life today? Your children, your health, your body. Is there a problem you faced? Instead of running from it, you finally stepped up and handled it? What could you feel proud of in your life today if you wanted to feel proud? How many can think of something? And when you think about this thing you're proud of, what about that makes you feel proud? What do you focus on that makes you feel proud? How do you breathe when you really start to feel proud? What's the kind of look on your face starts to happen when you let yourself feel proud? Yeah. How's that feel? Think of another area of life. Think of an area of life that you're grateful for. Or if you are not grateful, if you wanted to be grateful, what's an area you could feel grateful for? What could you feel grateful for if you really wanted to feel grateful? How many can think of something you can feel grateful for? Let me see your hands. And what about that are you grateful for? What do you focus on that makes you feel grateful? How does it feel when you're really, truly feeling filled with gratitude? Here's one. If you wanted to be excited about your life right now, and you were willing to be excited, you want to buck everybody else's trend, what could you feel excited about in your life if you wanted to feel excited? What could you get excited about if you really focused on it and you really took it in? And you weren't in a negative place. What could you get excited about if you wanted to be excited in your life? What could you get excited about? How many of you can think of something you feel excited about right now? Raise your hand. Let me see your hand. Say I. When you're really excited about it, what about that excites you? Or when you're really excited, how do you feel? How do you speak? What's your life like? By the way, do people have a tendency, who feels different right now than just even a couple moments ago? Raise your hand and say I. Why? Because focus is controlled by question. You don't have to come up with an answer. Because you deserve it, you idiot. Someone will say, hey, how come I can never lose weight? You can't lose weight. If you keep saying, how come I can never lose weight? The man's got to come answer. Goes, you're a pig. Lousy questions create what? Lousy answers. Ask that. Get a better answer. Now here's what I want you to get that you can change your state. How fast, guys? How fast? How fast? And if you get the habit of doing it, you'll have a different life.
It's here to do nothing but speak to everyone. I wish I could afford that guy to come here and speak to everyone individually, because he has some awesome he put together some awesome mindset training. If you haven't had an opportunity to check him out, definitely go to YouTube, whatever. You'll see tons of different videos that are out there to help you with mindset. And I bring this up, guys. I know some people are kind of like, whoa, what's going on here? Is this all Tony Robbins? No. But I wanted everybody to get in here and get your mindset right. It's Monday, all right? A lot of times, people don't have the ability to get themselves going. And, if you can actually get the mindset right, and I don't know if I put this in for everyone to see. I did. Success is 90% mindset. It's what you put in your mind and what you tell yourself on a daily basis is going to decide if you're going to be successful or not. Okay. Now, this webinar that I'm going to do today is not scripted. I put together some points of some things that I'd like to cover. If we, want to cover more, then we're going to do that as well. This is my goal, to dig in with you guys today. If you have things to do and you can't stick around, please don't flood the question box telling me that you've got stuff to do and you can't stick around. I understand. Not everybody has the time to spend on this webinar. I'm recording it, and if you have to go, just leave. Okay, I understand. But for those of you that want to make want to be successful this week, want to be successful the rest of this year, then stick around, because I'm going to be sharing as much high-quality information that I can. I actually have a lot of conversations on a daily basis with, many people that are, doing full-time internet marketing, offline marketing, you name it, okay? And, these conversations have helped me grow. I have a lot of accountability partners that I work with, and I also have a lot of people that help me to come up with really great ideas, okay? So this webinar that we're going to be doing today is going to be that type of a webinar. I want it to be, as much of an open form as possible. I wish I had somebody here to help me with the questions. I don't. But you know what? Actually, let's do that. I'm going to open up here. I've never done this before. I'm going to open up here. Can anybody here that is comfortable reading questions and helping me field these, anybody that's actually done that before that would be willing to help me out, I'm going to make you an organizer, and you can actually help me field these questions so we can do our best to to give everybody the best we can. So go ahead and let me know if you have the ability to do it, if you've done this before. I'm really looking for somebody who's done it before, and obviously you're not shy. Okay, I thought we'd get a few more people that asked. Okay, so between those of you that's asked, okay, let's see here. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do Alex. Alex, give me 1 second. Oh, you don't have a mic. Never mind. Okay, Glenn, I'm going to go ahead and put you on. Let me see here. 1 second, Glenn. Bear with me, guys, just 1 second. This was kind of off the cuff. And, mainly I'm just looking for somebody here to help me with... Wait a second. Russell, are you there, Russell? Russell, would you mind helping me out with questions? Okay, great. Russell, I'm going to make you an organizer, so you'll be able to see questions and everybody's going to be able to hear you. So mute all your kids. All right. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead. I just brought Russell on. Russell, you're actually live. Give me 1 second to plug in my headset. Can everybody hear me okay? Or Russell, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, let me get my headset.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, guys, so Russell's grabbing his headset. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and mute him out. Russell, when you come back, you'll be able to see the questions. So in the meantime, we're going to get moving. Okay, guys, so a few things I want to cover today. First off, I want to cover Competition Crusher. And, and obviously some of you guys have all of my products. Some of you have some of my products, and I want to try to help everybody on this webinar. But Competition Crusher was one of my favorite methods, is still one of my favorite methods to get out and find customers. So we're going to cover Competition Crusher, and I want to talk about something that nobody's doing, which is the video prospector follow-up, okay? And then we're going to talk about the video prospector mailer, which is a really cool way to get businesses. We'll talk about that in just a second. We're going to cover the voice prospecting for mobile customers, and also something I don't think Dax is on, but something that Dax and I talked about on Friday, which I'm actually going to start on tomorrow. I wanted to start today, but we have this webinar, and I can't do it during this webinar. Maybe we actually might do it together if I have some time. But we're going to do a restaurant blast. So for those of you guys that have voice prospector, you're going to love this. This is honestly, I cannot believe that I didn't think of this earlier. And this is one of the great things, working with Dax and working with all these people that I work with that give me lots of great ideas. Next is we're going to talk about daily Vegas offers, the method. So this is actually something that I'm using in my business right now. You're going to get access to. You're going to see like kind of early bird. Do I plan on releasing this as a WSO? Yes, I do. You're going to get probably a couple months head start on everybody just for being here on this webinar or watching this webinar replay. So good stuff. And last thing I want to try to fit all this in. I know this seems like not that much, but it's a ton. Is the reputation management dialing for dollars. I'm going to show you guys how to get out there and find customers for reputation management. So, quick poll. I just want to go ahead and I see the question box is starting to light up. So do me a favor, if you are excited to be here, go ahead and raise your hand. Just raise your hand if you're excited to be here and you're excited to learn some awesome, great guys. I'm happy to see that. And please, if you're not paying attention, guys, I can see if you're not paying attention. All right, I know that if you've never used GoToWebinar, there's a little attentive thing that shows up. So I see people that are not paying attention. My goal is to keep that as close to 100% as possible. So please, if you're doing something else, if you're not watching the screen, please watch the screen. I really am putting in, as much as I can here, and I really want 100% participation. If you don't have time to participate, that's fine. I understand. Go, come to the webinar or watch the replay later, right? I really want everybody to pay attention. I want everybody to do their best to try to participate because I need good, high-quality questions. Where will the replay be? I actually posted this in the question or in the chat box. The chat box is, if you don't see it, the chat box is on your right there. You should be able to see everything I say to everybody there. But as far as the replay, I'm going to post it in my YouTube channel. So if you've not subscribed to me on YouTube yet, you're missing out. I'm always putting amazing stuff there. So go to my channel. It's Mark Helton 777 and subscribe to me on YouTube. That's where I want to post it. So http youtube.com/Mark Helton. What did I just do? Oh, where's the chat box there? It just disappeared on me. Give me 1 second, guys. There it is. Mark Helton 777. All right. I just posted the link, so you can actually just click on that and subscribe to me. And that's where I post a lot of great free information. So I'm going to post it there first, and you'll get notified that this has been posted, and you can watch it immediately before everybody else sees it. I'm also going to email it out, but I really want you to go and subscribe to me, all right, because I do share a lot of other really cool stuff, okay? All right, so Russell, are you back? Russell, are you there? Okay, he must still be grabbing his headset. I can't hear you if you're talking. So when you're ready to talk, just go ahead and throw. Okay, I see you are there. Okay, Russell, can you try to speak so I can make sure that I can hear you when you have the question? Russell, if you've got your mic plugged in, I can't hear you. When you get it working, just let me know. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got it unmuted, so just talk whenever you are. I mean, this is informal, so as soon as I know you can hear me, the better. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to talk about here is the Competition Crusher video prospector follow-up. So real quick, and do me a favor, if you have Competition Crusher, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat box. Okay. All right. Now, if you also have Video Prospector, throw a 2 in the chat box. Okay. Okay. A lot of people here have Video Prospector. A lot of people here have Competition Crusher. Okay. Now, first and foremost, the system is very powerful. If you've gotten customers using Video Prospector or Competition Crusher, put a 1 in the chat box. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Okay, great. All right. Now, a lot of people haven't actually used it to its full potential, okay? And what I want to do is show you how to use it to its fullest, or explain to you how to use it to its fullest potential, okay? First and foremost, when you use Competition Crusher, the method itself is all about going to Google, finding somebody that is ranking well, okay? So if I were to, for instance, go to Atlanta Roofer, which I spelled wrong, Atlanta. All right, if I were to go to Atlanta Roofer and I'm looking here, the concept of Competition Crusher is to go here and find the guy that is ranking the best on the Google Maps. That's what I always target, just because it's at the top and I think they get the most action. But anyways, you find the person who's ranking the best, click on their site, and then do a video of their site explaining why they're on the first page of Google, why they're doing better than everybody else. Okay? That method, okay, then after you've created that video, then you would email that video out to all of the other people that, are, on this page and below. Okay? Typically, I'm able to get anywhere from, depending on the city, anywhere from 50 to 80 plus emails, very simply, very easily. And do I hear Russell? Nope. Okay. All right. So anyways, I'm able to get anywhere from 50 to 80 emails typically of people that are, either on, Google or Yahoo or wherever. Okay. So once I grab the emails, I send out that video, and I have a little template that I put together. Okay. And I'm just telling everybody everything here because I want everybody to understand what it is that we're doing. Let me get the competition crusher. I'm going to get the competition crusher email out here. Competition crusher email scripts. Okay. So here's my competition crusher email. Okay. For those of you that are watching my screen, you can see my template here. And I guarantee you everybody's print screening right now, which is fine. Go ahead, print screen. Anyways, the subject line is something provocative, and I like to, say something to this effect. Investigation of cloud roofing of San Antonio site. Reason why I do this is because it makes the people who know who cloud roofing is think, oh no, what did they do? Because they see investigation of cloud roofing. Then you've got the keyword or the city in here, so again, it's a good way to get their eyeballs to this, which is your body, all right, which is the actual the conversion piece here. Okay, so the subject line, you got to make sure you get as many click-throughs as possible. I would say with this method, my click-through percentage is probably like close to 50%, which is really high, or open rate, not click-through, open rate. My open rate on my email is probably 50%, and that's pretty good for an email that somebody didn't ask for, right? Now the next thing is getting them to want to click this link here, okay, which you can see. Here's the link. It's a bit.ly link, okay, and you can do it however you'd like. I like to use bit.ly because then you can put that company's name in there again, right? So it's all about branding as much as you possibly can. But you've got that in there, so that's the first thing. And then if you look at the email itself, and if you're not reading my screen right now, I'll go ahead and read it for you. But it says, if you can't read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says, as you can see, I'm sending this to all the roofers in San Antonio because it's time to let the cat out of the bag on cloud roofing and to show you how you can get some of their potential customers. What I'm saying is, on Google, cloud roofing is the #1 roofer in San Antonio, which means that most of the 20,000 plus searches for roofing every month goes to them. I've explained their methods step by step in this 4-minute video. There's no pitch. It's just some really good information about what they're doing and a couple of easy steps you can do to get over them in just a couple of weeks. Okay? And then here's the link. Now, I do some more things like giving them keywords and whatnot of what their competitor is using. But this method here works like crazy. Okay? Number one, if you don't have the video prospector method or the competition crusher method, it's all about showing them basically uncovering what their competition's doing, and it's all done by video. So when they click this link, they're going to watch that video. And again, at the end of the video, you can offer to give them a free analysis if you'd like or whatever, but I typically don't. And it's all about just sharing that information. It seems non-commercial. They don't understand. Some people don't understand why you're doing it, but the ones who do will pick up the phone and call you. As you say, I put my cell phone number down here at the bottom. Okay. So they call you, and then you have the opportunity to sell them whatever services you want. You can sell them a website. You can sell them, Google Places. You can sell them just about anything. Okay. Now, here is where the video prospector follow-up comes in. Okay. First off, go ahead and throw one in the chat box if you have actually sent out at least, let's say, 20 of those emails. If you've sent out at least 20 of those emails, go ahead and throw one in the chat box. Wow. Okay, great. Now, 20 emails, I mean, literally, I can send out 3 or 4 of those every single day because they don't take long to do. And here's the thing you're going to find, okay? You're going to get a halfway decent response rate, okay? I would say out of every, 3 or 4 of those email or videos I send out now, it used to be a lot higher before when you could get the Google Places emails, but I usually generate at least 1 customer for every 3 or 4 of those emails that I send out. Okay, how would you like to increase those percentages? Of course, everybody. Okay, if you're not answering now, then that means you're not awake. Okay, so here's how you want to do that. All right, everybody here has the video prospector. The video prospector is basically what automates the prospecting of the, or automates the videos that you're doing for these customers. Okay, and you can actually use the video prospector to do the competition crusher videos, or you could just use Jing, depending on how you like to do it. I actually use Jing because it takes me just a minute to put the video together, like 3 or 4 minutes, and I want to be really personal with each person. But I do, for those people that are a little bit nervous and don't want to do those videos, inside Competition Crusher, we have a script with the voiceover, the whole deal. So you can use mine or you could do your own. But in Video Prospector, I also have an additional method that seems very similar to Competition Crusher, but it's not. It's actually targeted specifically to the person who you're going and doing a video for. Okay? So imagine, all right, you've sent out a video about iRoof, which is the #1 roofer here in Atlanta, and then you've gone and actually clicked, if you clicked on each one of these customer sites and did, boy, this guy's site's loading very slow. That would probably be the first thing that I told him. But anyways, then you took and actually created a video for each one of these people, okay, and then sent that as a follow-up email maybe the next day or the day after that. What that's going to do is going to get you in front of them again, and now you're kind of a celebrity. Okay, why are you a celebrity? Well, because you've went and put yourself out there and gave a bunch of free information away about their competition, showing them that you care about helping them get ranked well on the first page of Google. But then you've used Video Prospector to do an automated video, but they don't need to know that you did this automatically, right? But you used Video Prospector to do an automated video and followed up doing a personal video for them. Okay, now you have actually doubled your chances, and you've gotten in front of them again. Now, some of you are saying one of the hardest things to do is to get customers emails, right? Of course it is. It's not as easy today as it used to be, a year ago to get customers' information. Ever since Google closed that nice little source that we had on Google Places, it's become a little more difficult to get those emails. But that doesn't mean that you can't still get some good information out there. I use a scraper, and some of you guys are asking, what I use. I use a Yellow Pages scraper, which is actually inside the members area. There's a link. I can put that inside the. I'll put this inside the info box below this video. Inside of, if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see below this box in the chat box. There'll be a link for the YouTube scraper, or the Yellow Pages scraper that I use, but it works really well. Yellow Page scraper gets me anywhere from 50 to 80 emails per city, depending on the city that I'm targeting. Okay. Is anybody else here having sound problems? I'm hearing a couple people having sound problems. No? Okay. All right. If you're having issues with sound, then you may want to close out, go to webinar, and open it back up. Sometimes that happens. Okay. And I see some people telling me that Russell's having an issue. I'm not paying attention, but it's okay. I'll do my best to try to. You could call in, Russell. You can call in. There should be an audio pin. Shoot. Yeah, you know what you need to do is just check, go to audio, and then check telephone, and then it'll open up your, it'll tell you what the audio is. Okay. But anyways, guys, the emails itself, you can, once you grab them the first time, you want to keep on using them as much as possible. All right. So now you have an opportunity to take those 50 people and message them again. And I would actually even send them another time. Okay. I would go ahead and maybe send out a third message and come up with some sort of additional information that you can help them with. Maybe no video, just send out an email of maybe some keywords, some additional help like that. Now you've gotten in front of them 3 times. Rich Long just posted the audio settings for you there, Russell. If you're trying to get in there.
Yeah, I'm on now. Can you hear me?
Oh, yep, I can hear you. Okay, great.
Good deal.
Awesome. So you can watch the questions for me and just keep note of the ones that are really important and
actual questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
No problem, buddy.
Thanks so much. Okay, guys. Russell Prisco, if you don't know him, known him for a while. Really awesome guy. He's put out some good products. So go Google him. He's a good guy. All right. So back to where I was. Okay. So yeah, some people are asking, is it spam? Is it considered spam? No, and again, I'm not an attorney, so if you guys have any, if you're looking for legal advice here, I can't give you any legal advice. I'm not an attorney. I did actually stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, so maybe that helps. But if you guys go read the Can Spam Act, there's no law against spamming, or not spamming, but sending out a bulk mail like that, as long as you follow the rules, okay? And the first thing you have to do is make sure that you don't have a misleading subject line. And the next thing is you want to make sure that you have your contact information at the bottom of the script or the email and a way for them to get off of your list, which, you don't have to have an automated system. Just send them an email that says, reply, or at the bottom of the email just say reply if you want to be removed and you don't want to hear from me anymore. But again, because you're sharing free information, you're not even asking them for their email. Sorry, I was reading one of the questions here. Is somebody saying I checked with my attorney, B2B email is legal, B2C is not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Again, you got to. I don't know. I don't even know if B2C is not legal. I think there is rules on that, but again, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. We're all targeting businesses anyways, which is great. But again, as long as you follow those 3 simple rules that I mentioned, and again, read the Can Spam Act. I'm not, trying to tell you exactly how to do this, but, those are the basics, all right? Now, if you're sending them awesome information like we're talking about here, you're giving them 2 videos that are going to help their business for free without asking them for $1, and then you're sending them another video or an email, possibly like a third follow-up where you're offering them some, maybe some keywords or some additional insight. At that time, I would ask for their business. I would just let them know, look, at this point, I have only 1 slot open for, fill in the blank contractor or fill in the blank business in that area. So, give me a call. I'd love to help you. At that point, you have completely, given them more than anybody else has ever given them that's called them up and just tried to waste their time. They're going to like you, okay? They're really going to like you, all right? So, questions, I want to go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next thing, but I would like to go ahead and answer some questions at this point, if you have them.
Hey, Mark, someone's got a question about
Sure.
their emails getting blocked, and they're wondering how you get the emails to go through. They're getting blocked through a Gmail account. What do you use?
Well, I always use Gmail myself. If you're having trouble getting those in, and this was actually back from year and a half, almost 2 years ago, when I started doing my marketing, I was always trying to target the businesses, letting them, or I was trying to get the businesses to feel that I was a small company and I have all kinds of time to help them out. If that's not your approach, then by all means go out and get yourself a domain. And personally, I actually have a dedicated server. The cool thing about having either a dedicated server or having a dedicated server or even a VPS is you get your IP address where you can actually do your emailing straight from there. Now you're going to get a higher deliverability off of those emails because as long as you do all of the things that you need to do, which I don't want to get into a whole training session on setting up your server the right way, but contact your host and tell them what you're doing, that you're trying to contact your customers and you need to make sure that the emails are deliverable. They'll tell you there's like 3 or 4 different things that they could do on your level, on the server level, to help improve your response or your deliverability. You can also sign up with somebody like smtp.com. They'll actually they have whitelisting. You can also sign up with Constant Contact, BombBomb, BOMB. There's lots of different services out there that will help you with your deliverability. So my suggestion is, if you're having problems, you're getting blocked, then try to go and find a company that can get you whitelisting. Sometimes those companies don't like the bulk emails, but if you're not sending them in huge masses, which we're not with this method, you should be fine. MailChimp, actually somebody mentioned MailChimp. I have no problem with MailChimp either. They're great. So there's just a ton. There's a ton of them out there. SendGrid, somebody mentioned SendGrid. That's another good one. Just go out there and do some research on SMTP services and the such, and that will help you. That will help you a lot. Did we lose you, Russell?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. So any more questions?
Someone's wondering if you're still using iWowie.
Yeah, I actually do use iWowie, but I don't necessarily use it for prospecting. To be real frank with you, I do like the system, but it's not as friendly as I had expected when I first got involved with it to send out my emails. So I use it, but not on the level that I should.
Okay, someone else is asking, Alex is asking for prospecting what the better response is, let's see, for getting the Google email or the mobile site email.
Can you rephrase that a little bit? The Google email?
Yeah, let me read it. Let me read it word for word. What's the better response you were getting? 1, the Google email, or 2, the mobile site email? And in parentheses, he's got for prospecting.
Okay, I don't understand the mobile site email question part.
Maybe you could just ask that again, Alex.
Yeah, could you just rephrase that, because I'm not really following the question. Any other questions while we're waiting for him?
Yep, I'm looking through right now. Ricky's saying he's having a problem with Website Grader, and the videos are taking too long to make.
Okay, if you have any questions support related, just do me a favor and send a support ticket, or open up an email, or send an email to support@videoprospector.com, support@videoprospector.com. It doesn't matter what product you purchase, that email goes to my general support, so support@videoprospector.com. I'm in the process of getting a support ticket system put in. I had one, and it was causing that's actually what caused my site to go down for that 3 days last week, which was horrible if you're trying to get in. That script literally crashed my whole site. So we're working on. We're probably going to go through someone like Hesk, or forget the one that we've been looking at more seriously. But yeah, so just give me a couple days. We should have that taken care of, and there'll be an actual support system. But in the meantime, Zendesk. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, Zendesk. OS Ticket was the one I was using, and it crashed my site. So some sort of a redirect problem, and it was because it was supposed to work with DAP, and it caused DAP to crash and a bunch of other things. So Anyways, so yeah, if you have any support problems, please send a question, or please send those responses to support@videoprospector.com.
Okay, so Alex is just clarifying, prospecting clients for SEO video ranking sales or prospecting for mobile site sales. So I think he's just asking what
Okay.
what service is working better right now.
I don't actually use Video Prospector to prospect for mobile customers. I built that because I had a lot of people who were doing mobile. So because of that, I can't really give you any accurate information. I've never used Video Prospector to prospect for mobile. I know Patrick Monahan and a few others have used Video Prospector to do that, and more specifically Video Prospector Pro. So as far as like which ones I get best results on, obviously it's going to be the regular Competition Crusher or the regular Video Prospector method. If I had my I've had a lot of people ask me if I had my choice. If I had to make money today, what would I do? Okay, how would I get out there and start making money right now? I would do a mixture of all of the things that I've taught you guys. Okay, the first thing I would do is I would start with Competition Crusher. Okay, because I can do those at nighttime. I can put together the video and I can grab the emails and then I can send them out. Now, if you go to someone like Constant Contact or iContact or MailChimp or any of those other places we talked about, you can even schedule the emails to go out at like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is really good because when they wake up and they get in the morning, they'll see that email first, okay, which is really the best time to send out an email. So it's there on top when they get there. So that would be the first thing I do. Then I would do the Video Prospector follow-up like I mentioned, okay? And aside from that, I would run Voice Prospector, which is my auto dialer. Okay, and there's lots of different things that you can do to get customers to call you off of that. I've put together a few different methods inside of that system. But that's what I would do if I needed to make money tomorrow. That's what I would do because I know that I'm either going to get a call back from my email, or I'm going to get some people that I can talk to on Voice Prospector. There's in business, the one thing that people forget is that you can't just put yourself in one box and say, all I'm doing is this, right? And I know, I tell people, don't chase too many rabbits or you won't catch any, but you're not chasing too many rabbits. You're still following the specific, you're sticking with the niche, you're sticking with a specific method of contacting the customers, but you're opening yourself up and using more than just one way of contacting them. And the good thing about that is that if you're not getting a lot of responses to the emails, which can happen, you'll get a lot of responses in the phone. And if you're not getting the proper response on the phone, then you may get the proper response in the email. You're covering your bases. Okay? That was the long answer, Alex, to the question. I apologize. I kind of went on there.
All right, poor David here is getting blocked by Yellow Pages. Wondering if you have any advice besides proxies. Yeah. I would say hidemyass.com.
Yeah, I've heard of HMA, but if you're getting forbidden access, what you need to do is change your IP address. So you need to contact your ISP and ask them what you can do to change your IP because they're only able to track your IP address at yellowpages.com. Unless the ISP is having problems because they've got a whole bunch of people that are out there doing the same thing you're doing, which I seriously doubt that. I mean, they can block access for blocks of IP addresses, but I seriously doubt that's the case. I would go out there and get your IP address changed, and you can do that. I'm not a computer whiz, but I know that you can go into your task manager and you can release your IP because a lot of times, depending on the IP or your internet service provider, they actually they renew your IP address changes anyway, right? In most cases, unless you have a static IP, you can actually do a manual release. Mark's saying just unplug your router for 24 hours and it'll reset, and that's true. You can actually do that. ipconfig/release. That's right. That's the one. John Rogers put it in there. And then ipconfig. Can you paste that in there for us, Russell? That's great information. So you can actually do ipconfig/release in the command prompt, and that'll release your IP, and then ipconfig/renew, and you'll get a new one. Again, just once you do that, be careful. Now, here is the one thing I love about this, and I'm going to put a link in here for this for you guys. This is this one here, and feel free if you want to go ahead and buy it now, you can buy it. I'm going to talk to this guy and see if I can get a discount for everybody because he used to sell it cheaper and then he raised the price. But this is the one system or the one scraper that I've found that has been consistent. It's still opening. It's called a business leads miner. This is the yellow page scraper that I use. And the reason why I love it is it's slow. It works like a human. And I've scraped every day and never had a problem. Okay. Now, I actually did a scrape like 2 days ago for Phoenix Auto Repair. And there's like 1,200 or 1,300 results. It took it 2 hours to get it. Okay. So if you're looking for something that's lightning fast, this isn't that case, or this isn't that scraper, but the results that it gets are really good. Here, I'll show you. Email scripts. Let's see if I can find my Phoenix leads here. Here we go. The reason why I'm showing you this one is because it was a big scrape. There's a lot of auto repairs companies in Phoenix. It's a big city, so. And actually, we ended up getting a customer from this scrape. So, let's see here. Yeah, my computer is going a little slow since we're doing this. Okay, there we go. All right, so check it out. This is the scrape. As you can see, okay, there are, almost 1,600 auto repair stores. And if we do a sort here by email, let's just see here. How many emails do we have? Now there's some duplicates in here, so we'll do it. We'll ballpark it here. Let me do that. There we go. There are, let's say if we got half of that. There's some duplicates in there. Let's just say we have half of that, 200 emails, okay? Those 200 emails did net a customer, which was really awesome. And all we did was just send out one blast. So there you go. Get this back open here. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it's called Business Leads Miner. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bottom of this video, and hopefully I can work out some sort of a discount for you guys because he kind of owes me. I won't get into the details, but he owes me. Any other questions on this before we move on to the next piece?
Just a couple questions about the different lead tools, if you've ever used Power Leads Pro to scrape emails or Localizer.
No, I don't use Power Leads Pro, and I haven't because I wouldn't suggest it to anybody else. And it's not because it's a bad software. I've heard a lot of people say how amazing it is, but it's expensive. And, I don't see the need of paying $1,200 for something or whatever he charges for something that, I can get for $100 or less. There is another scraper out there that I do say is a good scraper, which is GP Scout, I think it's called. GP Scout is another great one. The developer stays on top of it. It's pretty inexpensive. We're actually working on doing a webinar together on this in the next couple of weeks here. So if you're watching this video later than November 1st, then you might actually have access to that webinar. But in the meantime, the best option is, if you're just looking for a scraper, is the Business Leads Miner. And like I said, I'll try to get you guys a discount on that.
Okay, a couple other things about the process as far as emailing and prospecting. Mark is wondering if it's better to call first and let them know that the email is on the way, or do you email it out and then follow up with a phone call?
As far as following up with phone calls, I try not to do that, but you could. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have the voice prospector, you could send out an email, send out 2 emails, and then just go ahead and load up a voice broadcast into the dialer and blast out a little message to them as well with the follow-up saying, hey, I sent you an email, a couple emails, not sure if you got them, but I'd love to chat with you if you have a moment, give them your phone number. And again, you're covering all of your bases. There's nothing wrong with that. We tend to get into this habit of just going out and just marketing like crazy. I've done the same thing, scraping and scraping and scraping and just always scraping. It seems like you're always scraping, right? Well, why do that when all you got to do is, try a couple more times with those leads? Just because they didn't hit you back the first time doesn't mean they won't the second or third or fourth time. And if you guys, everybody here who has any type of marketing training knows that the average that a customer needs to see your advertisement to decide to purchase is 7 times. So, if you keep on hitting them, eventually you're gonna get a sale. Okay, 7 to 11, Simon White says.
Okay, Matt's wondering what your number one service is that you sell.
Well, I'm actually moving away from what I've done for the past 2 years, which is Google Places, websites, and SEO. I'm actually moving into the text messaging arena. And I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing all the other things, because I love video, make a lot of money off of Google Places and websites, but I'm not going to make it my focus anymore because I just don't like being at the mercy of Google. It makes me feel more comfortable knowing that I have a control of what my customers do. So with that said, give me 30 seconds. I need to grab some water here real quick, and then I want to move on to the next thing because we got a whole lot to cover, and I don't want to get stuck on one piece. We can go through the second piece a little quicker. Because it's mainly, we've covered a lot of the other information in the first thing. So give me 30 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. It's 42 seconds. So I apologize for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick poll. Everybody here that enjoyed so far what you're getting and you're getting something out of it, go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat box. Awesome. Okay. That's good to hear. Guys, my goal here is for you to take what you're hearing. And this is why the first thing I showed you was the Anthony Robbins piece. Because I can show you everything today that I'm doing. I can give you the whole kit and caboodle, right? But if you don't get out there and take action as soon as you get off this call, tonight, okay, today, take action today. Depending on where you're at, some of you guys will have more time during the day today. If you're, in the evening to afternoon time where you're at, then, get out there and, at least do some emails, all right? Even if you don't have Competition Crusher, you at least have the whole idea of how things work, okay? All right. Don't purchase anything right now. I see some of you guys are talking about some of the software and scrape. Don't buy anything right now. Wait until after this call. I don't want you guys, I know that's taking action, but right now we need to focus on getting trained, okay? And Jorge, you said your question didn't get answered. If you'll just go ahead and drop that in, we might have missed it. Okay. Anthony says, what is a caboodle anyways? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so what follow-up emails do I use? Well, again, the follow-up email would be the email template for voice or for video prospector, which here, I'll show you that. And there we go. Okay, video prospector. Here, let's see if we can sort it by type. Video prospector lead gen template. Okay. So here's a template, and again, if you want to take a screenshot, let me take my dad's cell phone number out of there. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot, go right ahead. This is the email template for Video Prospector that I use. So I've got 3 different subject lines here: website problem, question about your website, I have a question, and then here's the email. As you can see, I'm all about keeping it short and sweet. Well, the reason for that is because people have a short attention span. I mean, perfect example, I started this webinar within 60 seconds, I had a whole bunch of people asking me, you know, how long is this going to be, right? Nobody wants to read something that they're not interested in, okay? So you want to make sure that, you know, you keep it short. If you want to rewrite this email, that's fine. Just, you know, keep it short. So go ahead and screencast or screenshot it right now if you want. I'm going to give you a second to do that. But that's the email that I use for the Video Prospector follow-up. So you could use the first one, which is the competition crusher, then follow up with this one. And the third one, I don't have a follow-up, the third follow-up, you know, but you could probably come up with something. I trust that you'll, you know, after getting some responses from some of your customers, you'll see. All right, so let's move on to the next piece here. And as you can see, it's still related to Video Prospector. And this is the Video Prospector mailer. Now, basically, what I'm doing with the Video Prospector mailer, and this is actually something that we're outsourcing here, but sending out a mailer to your customers, or sorry, the people who you're getting emails for, or sorry, that you weren't able to get emails for, sorry. So as you can see here on this particular scrape, I've got 1,500 addresses. You know, let me dedupe this. Just for fun. Let's do deduplicate. Let's dedupe it based off of that. Remove duplicates. And let's do this again. Based off of shoot. Anyways, all right. I guess I won't do that. Yeah. Actually, let's do it here. Duplicate. Okay. So there's 419 records left, right? I just got rid of everybody who doesn't have an email, right? So you can actually use these emails, which actually, and I thought there was duplicates in here. I guess there's not. So that means there's 400 emails in here. But anyways, you can take the ones that you sent an email out to and follow up with a mailer that says, hey, I emailed you some information a couple of days ago. You can use the exact same template that I just showed you here, except for maybe take a screenshot of their website, and you can use like Jing or something like that. Take a screenshot, paste it on the Word doc, just stick it in an envelope, write their address on it, mail it out. If you don't have the money to hire somebody to do it. But here's the thing here, okay? Sending out a mailer to these people after you've sent them a video and you've sent them a follow-up video, and then on top of that you've called them. I mean, come on, guys. At this point, do you think that you're going to get their attention? If you don't think they're going to get you're going to get their attention, let me know now. Exactly. Of course, it's going to help. I mean, you're coming after these. You're coming after them with a vengeance. All right. Coming back and, offering them or coming at them as many ways as you possibly can. Now, there's some other techniques that you can use with the mailer that is really useful. You can run down to like Office Max or even, the toy store. Actually, here's a better store. Go down to the toy store and get some of those Army guys. They're, the bags of the Army guys, the green Army guys. Everybody knows what those are, right? Drop them inside of the envelope. So when they get the envelope, they feel there's something in there. Not only is it a handwritten envelope, but there's also something in there. that's going to improve your open rates. As soon as they open it up and the first thing they see is an image of their website and a short little email, they're going to read it, right? And when they read it and see that you sent out a video, maybe they missed it in their email box, but because you took the time to actually mail them something as well, that just makes a huge difference. Okay? How much is it for a postage stamp, guys? Anyone? I don't know how much they are now. Is it 50 cents? I don't know, 35 cents? 46 cents for a stamp, okay? That's not that much. I mean, think about it. And if you can send out 100 mailer pieces and get a 1% response, which you're probably going to get a higher response than that, you'll actually have to turn people away, I guarantee you. But if you can get a 1% response of 100 people, that's what? It's worth it. What is that? Just one customer, one customer out of 100 mailers. One customer would be, depending on what type of service that you're charging or what type of service you're providing, could be $300, $400, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, whatever it is. When you start adding the numbers up, it makes sense. What is that? 40 cents times 100. What is that? It's not much money when you look at it that way. And that would probably be my last approach. I would probably send the first email out and second email out, and then maybe do the follow-up phone call, and then last but not least, send out the mailer. Okay, at that point, if you haven't gotten their attention, I'd be shocked, but if you haven't gotten their attention, you're not going to get their attention. They're just ignoring you for some reason. Okay, but I doubt that's going to happen. Again, people are going to remember you, and especially the ones that did open the first email, did open the second email, then after they opened the second email, they got that mailer and that phone call. They're going to be like, wow, this person does not give up. All right? So that's the Video Prospector mailer. Now, do me a favor. I'd like to get some questions again here if you have any questions about that. If not, I want to move on to some other exciting stuff.
Yeah, I got some questions for you, Mark. There's
Awesome.
a few from the last section, and someone was wondering what you offer the auto repair shop in the previous example.
Yeah, we actually redid their website for them, and we did Google Places.
Okay, another question: how many businesses actually want to see your website?
Nobody. Nobody wants to see my website. Look, when somebody wants to contact you, or when somebody contacts you and they have questions, what really great thing about Competition Crusher is that you've pretty much shown them that you know what they're talking about, okay? Because of the way that you broke it down for them on that site. The main reason why people ask you, do you have references, or can I see some of your websites or anything like that? It's because they don't trust you, right? For some reason, you've given them the illusion, or you've made them feel that you're not to be trusted and you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. The great thing about Competition Crusher is you've got instant credibility with these people. Okay, because you've already pulled their competitions or competitors' website to pieces, showing them exactly how they need to get out there and rank, on the top of Google. In addition to that, with Video Prospector, using that website, you have the ability, or that video, you are also going and showing them what they need to do on their website. Okay, typically what I do, if you don't have any customers, and feel free, you can show them a couple of mine. I don't have a problem with that, but typically what I do is I will go and I'll show them a couple of my customers' websites. I'll go to Google. And feel free, if you guys want to do this as well, just go to Google, type in Las Vegas Roofing. If you guys come after my customer, you're going to wish you didn't, by the way, because he gets a lot of calls already and he knows. So, okay. So anyways, you come in here, do a search for them on Google, and, say, oh, okay, well, he's actually dropped a little bit today, but here he is in the G spot. Okay, so I just click here on his video, and I'll show them, say, look, this guy's on the first page of Google. Here's his website, and here's exactly how I suggest we do your site. It's nice and clean. You've got a nice subject line up here, or a call to action at the top with a phone number. It's very easy for people to see that, what it is that you do. If they want a quote, they can fill out the form here. You can, look at photos of past work that he's done. They can review testimonials. There's all these amazing things that they could do. This is the type of website you need. That's what I would do. I'll show them that. But in the meantime, what have I done here? Well, I've killed two birds with one stone. Also, I've got this video here on the first page of Google, so I'll show them this video. I'll show them that I've got first page ranking on Maps, which, by the way, normally is up here in the A spot. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I'll do that, and then I show them the website. So it's kind of like all three I'm showing in one customer, and that's it. They're not going to pick up the phone and call him most of the time. If they do, they know he already knows that he'll probably get some phone calls. That's part of our arrangement and why I give him such a great deal. But that's it. Once you show them that, they don't need to see your website. I mean, does it matter if you've got an amazing SEO website? I mean, I don't even have a website for my customers. Las Vegas SEO company. Let's see who in Las Vegas that I've never heard of has a website. Here we go. Bob SEO. He's number one. Yay, Bob SEO. Right? No contact information on here, nothing like that. I don't know exactly what Bob's trying to do. There he is down here. Right? I don't want this guy working for me for that. That's for sure. But anyways, it doesn't matter about your website. Even this, I mean, who's going to come and read this? It's obviously, written to show up on the first page of Google. I mean, if somebody's serious about their business, they're going to take action without that. So I don't really have the need for a website. I'll show them maybe one or two customer sites, and that's it.
Your roofing theme was a custom theme you had built, right?
That is a custom theme, yes. My themes are very basic. If you go to my customers, here we go. Here's another one. It's trying to think off the top of my head here. What is his name? Trying to think of this other theme that I really get a lot of compliments on. And these are usually the way if you notice, they're all the themes are the same layout, right? I've got a widget bar on the right, nice clean header with contact information, and then all of their products and services and everything up here on the easy navigation bar. I don't have widgets all over the place and different menus and all that. I keep it simple because the goal here is one thing. When they come here, we want them to call. So you can actually find very simple themes. If you don't have one, you can go into WordPress and find free themes even that are similar to this. Or you can take these two addresses that I sent you and which is glacierremodeling.com and ariatroofing.com, and take them to your web designer and say, hey, can you make me a site like this? Literally, I think I paid like $200 for the first one I showed you or something like that, and then this one here I paid like, I don't know, $1,000, but that's because it's got a lot of extra.
The one with like 300 or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a while ago, but this one here I paid a little bit more for because we actually built like a products engine in here to where people can go through and like look at some of the different products, which he stopped giving me colors and stuff for, but we built this back in here, which is nice. Each one of these is its own separate page. So, but anyways, that's the gist of it. Keep it basic. Show them your site, and show them a couple sites, and don't worry about your own site. That's really doesn't matter.
Okay. Benny's been asking a question. I didn't forget about you. I got your question down here, Benny, but I'll get right to you since you asked it so many times. Benny is wondering if you have any advice, any tips for choosing a niche and choosing a city to target.
Yeah, and I'm going to stick with what I always say, which is identify with your niche. Okay, don't pick a niche because you heard somebody say that doctors or lawyers have a lot of money, right? I mean, Las Vegas lawyer, right? These guys here have a lot of money. They have a lot of money, but I don't really have any desire to work with attorneys at all. I don't need to work with somebody that I don't enjoy working with. I like working with contractors because we relate well together. I have a very extensive knowledge about their business. I know them inside and out because I worked, for a few years before I started doing offline marketing at the level I'm doing it now. But I actually learned how to work with them. And I knew what they needed in their businesses. I knew, the lingo. I knew all of those things. So that's how I picked my niche. When you pick your niche, you want to do something similar to that. Maybe you used to be a real estate agent. Maybe you used to manage restaurants. Whatever. Pull from your experiences. And the great thing about doing that, when you're pulling from your experiences and identifying with the niche that you're deciding to target, is that you're going to know what it takes to make them successful. You're going to know more about their business than if you were to just go out and try to work with personal injury attorneys because you heard they have a lot of money to spend. Okay, and it's going to make it that much easier to close the sale later on. You're going to have other things to talk about in addition to your services. You'll have the ability to talk about their business. Yeah, Anthony said something, and I just happened to see this because I could see the questions. He says it's not about choosing the right niche. There's money in all of them, and it's important to work with the right niche. I appreciate that, Anthony. It's 100% correct. I mean, that's the main thing. If you pick the right niche, you're going to be ahead of yourself or ahead of the game there. Some of the biggest marketers out there, that's the first thing they tell you is to niche down. Don't just target everybody. And there's nothing wrong with targeting restaurants. I'm actually opening up another niche now. And there's nothing wrong with having multiple niches either. Start with one, get really good at it. Now I'm starting to target restaurants, which we'll get into that here in a second. Exactly, Dan Kennedy. So are we good to move on to the next question?
Yeah.
Or next piece?
I got about 5 more questions. If you want to hammer them out real quick. Someone's asking if you ever send to the second place listing in Google. You said
Yes.
usually target the first.
Why not? I target them all.
And also, how are you checking your open rate?
I don't. I know my open rates based off my response rates. And, guys, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that try to get you to follow all these metrics and stuff. But think about it, okay? The more you get done, the better, right? I mean, if you get out there and you're doing things that are right and you keep on doing them consistently, you're going to get sales. You can go out there and track them. There's services out there to do all that if that's really important to you. But, we've already come to the realization that, it's all about just trying to contact them as many ways as possible. And when I first started doing this, marketing using Video Prospector, I only had to use emails because it was so easy to get their email addresses, and it wasn't as saturated as it is now. You've got to roll with the punches. You've got to learn. You've got to try to experiment with different things, and that's why I'm showing everybody this today, because I want you to take the tools that you've purchased and start using them like crazy, because you can make a lot of money with my tools. Get out there and actually use them. And, we're not reinventing the wheel here. Email works, phone calls work, and so does mail. So do we have to track our open rates to the point to where, we know every single metric? Yeah, I guess that's important if you have a big company and you're really trying to grow. But if it's just you, I mean, you're going to spend more time doing those little things than you would if you were just to get out there and actually do it. So that's just my opinion. for what it's worth.
Got another question about the about numbers and stuff, and they're asking about for out of 500 plus or minus contacts, how many actually respond, and how many do you end up selling out of that?
Again, if I were to just throw a number out here, I'd be guessing, but I will tell you this. Okay, sometimes I got to send out 2 or 3 emails in order to get a customer. Sometimes I send out 1 in a city. Okay, it really just depends on the niche, the time of the day, what the product is, what I'm targeting. I mean, there's just all kinds of different factors. I always fail forward fast, and I do that with everything. Just keep on moving, don't stop, keep on going. Don't sit back after you've sent out an email and wait for your phone to ring. Keep moving. All right, and especially when they see that you're out there contacting people, other people additionally, then they're going to be like, wow, maybe I should call this guy quicker, because if not, somebody else is going to hire him. So that will also help, get people moving on their end as well. Yes, this is recorded, guys.
Yeah, I got that question a lot. Back to the Army guy, someone was wondering what kind of headline you would attach with that, and if it costs more with the Army guy for the postage.
Yeah, the bulky email is, I'm assuming, a little bit more expensive, but honestly, I don't know, because we outsource all that stuff, so I don't know what it costs per mailer. As far as headlines are concerned, you don't want to put a headline on your envelope. The goal is to make sure that you're going to make it look personal, right? Use blue ink, don't use black ink, and handwrite it, okay? There's no need in, getting it, well, no, you don't, not no need. You don't want to get them printed out. I know that'll save you time, but that'll decrease your open rate. So just write it out and stick the envelope in a emailer. Or I'm sorry.
You also have a bunch of people asking. They may have voice prospector, they may have video prospector, and wondering how they can get the other.
I will put a link in the description for all of those things to make it simple. So when you come back to watch the replay, if you've all went and subscribed to me on YouTube, or if you wait until after this webinar to go subscribe to me on YouTube, you'll get the notification when this replay is available, and you'll be able to see the all of the links that we've been talking about.
Richard's asking, there's so many different services that go hand in hand with each other, and that the businesses could clearly benefit from. He's asking, do you ever try to sell a package, or do you always go in for one service and then upsell?
I always go in for one service and an upsell, and the reason why is because I like to laser focus on what I'm offering. Because if you give somebody too many decisions to make, they won't make any. Okay, so it's very important to have a specific thing that you want to target, that you want to talk to them about. And my focus used to be, well, actually, it was 2 things: website and Google Places, which was, I kind of sold it as SEO, even though it's not. But website and Google Places, I would let them know that in order for them to be found on Google, and this is the case now, you've got to have a very well optimized website. You've got to have all kinds of citations out there, and you want to have a high converting website for when they do go to your website. So those were the types of things that I would sell, and it was very easy to tie them together, and I would make more money up front because I could sell them a website, where I'd make anywhere. My average price for a website is $12.50 to $17.50. If you haven't, if you're selling websites, those are very easy to sell numbers. I mean, you could sell them for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, but for me, $1,250 to $1,750 is my range. So 5 pages is $12.50, 10 pages is $17.50, and then I charge for content on top of that. So depending on the niche, I would charge anywhere from $75 to $100 per page of content, and each page is 500 to 600 words, and I just go to Odesk and outsource that as well. So I make a lot of money on websites. I like selling websites because I make a lot of money on websites up front. Very profitable, very easy to do because I have a good team, and I know what I want. as for, the other services that I offer with the Google Places, it's just my way of, getting an ongoing monthly service commitment out of them. And, if you do the right things with Google Places, I know some of you guys probably, don't even do Google Places. The great thing about Google Places is if you're consistent with adding citations and, doing your best to optimize their Google Places listing, you're already doing more than 90% of everybody else out there. So you're going to show up at the top. It's just a matter of time. And I explain to my customers when I bring them on board that, it's going to take time. So I know, again, that's the long answer, but yes, I always focus on one thing and then sell them other things later.
Michael's got a question as far as where to outsource the bulk mailing, and Nick is wondering if you're going to cover Voice Prospector today.
Yes, I'm going to cover Voice Prospector today. What was that first question again?
Where to go to outsource the bulk mailing.
I actually have an assistant here in Vegas that's doing some of that stuff. It depends on where you're going to be doing it. There's companies out there that'll do it, but the best way to do it is just to hire somebody locally if you can. Maybe a family member if you've got someone. If my daughter wasn't in school right now, I'd have her doing them. I mean, it's not hard. All you got to do is fold a piece of paper and stick it in the envelope and write your contact information or your addresses on the envelope. That's it.
Aaron is wondering when Hot Prospector is going to be available.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. We'll talk about that in just a little bit too.
And Mike is wondering how much you actually charged the people for Glacier remodeling if you paid $1,000 for the site to be done.
Okay, as far as the Glacier remodeling is concerned, we did $3,000 for that, and I felt that I actually should have charged him more because there was a lot of work that went into that particular website. So do I think that that was a fair price for the customer? Yeah. But was it fair for me? No. I would have probably charged him for that website like $5,000. Matter of fact, I'll give you my little closing tip on this, and then let's move on to the next piece here. Here's how I sold that deal. Okay. If you go to once the website was done, I went to the website. Oh, never mind, it's not up here anymore. But I went to the website and I had him on the phone and I said, "Hey, how do you, what do you think? You like it?" He was like, "Oh, I love it. It's beautiful." I'm like, "Great." We never talked about the price. Okay, and this is no joke. I never do that, but for this particular case, that happened. We never talked about the price, and he says, "Okay, so what's the damage?" And I told him $5,000, and shut up. And he's like, silence, kind of like, it was weird, like how long, until somebody else speaks, that kind of thing. Like I just kept my mouth shut. And finally, he goes, I could hear like him exhale, like, "Oh gosh." And I said, "No, I'm just kidding." I said, "It's only $3,000." And he's like, "Oh wow." He says, "I was getting ready to tell you just to go ahead and grab a gun," and he's just got a weird personality. But regardless, I basically just pitched him really high, and then after I gave him the high price, when I told him what I really wanted, it was a lot easier for him to pay that. So I wanted $3,000. Like I said, I probably could have got it $5,000. Maybe if I would have said, "Yeah, it's $7,000," and then when he was like, "Oh no way, I'm not paying $7,000," I'm like, I'm kidding. It's only $4,500. And now you've just given him a 40% discount, right, for what he thought that he was going to have to pay. So, anyways, that's that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next piece here, which is Voice Prospector. Okay. Let's start with the mobile because the mobile is actually something that I've kind of talked about before. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat box if you have Voice Prospector. Okay, awesome. Now, for those of you that don't have Voice Prospector, I'm going to go ahead and log in to Voice Prospector. All right, so here I am inside of Voice Prospector. Okay, so what Voice Prospector is, for those of you that don't have it, because I have a few people say that they don't, but they want it, it's a auto-dialing system, and it comes with more than just the software here. You obviously get a full business in a box and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you want this after this webinar is over, just go ahead and send an email to support@videoprospector.com and just let them know and support that you are interested in getting Video Prospector or Voice Prospector. Sorry, it is not for sale except by webinar, but for my own customers, I will actually make it available for you, since we already did the webinar maybe 3 months ago almost, but now we're doing it by invite only on other people's for other people. So if you want it, go ahead and send an email to support@videoprospector.com and just let them know that you're interested in Voice Prospector. Okay, so what I'm doing here for my mobile, for those of you that haven't seen it yet, is I'm offering a free mobile website. Okay, now just to give you some statistics here, so you know, I know a lot of you guys are all about statistics. I'm normally not about statistics except for when I'm doing voice broadcasts. Okay, now you can see here on this last campaign that we ran $16.74, which was 4,600 calls, and I was able to generate 15 leads, which was $16. $1 per lead, basically. Okay. Now, what was I offering that got them so excited? Good question. Let's see if I can do a test call here real quick. Let you guys hear it. Hello?
Hi, my name's Mark with Vegas Adma. I've selected your business to receive a free mobile website. That's right, I'll design your business a totally custom, profit-generating mobile website absolutely free. Press the 1 key on your phone now and get your phone ringing off the hook with your brand new mobile website that you're going to get today for free. To be removed from my list and miss out on the free mobile website, press 8. Or to talk to me live and get more customers with your awesome mobile website for free, press the 1 key now.
Okay, I'm going to do it one more time because the beginning of that call was a little bit quiet and some people weren't able to hear it. So I'm going to do it one more time so you guys can hear it again, and then we'll talk about it. Give me 1 second. Hello?
Hi, my name is Mark with Vegas Adma. I've selected your business to receive a free mobile website. That's right, I'll design your business a totally custom, profit-generating mobile website absolutely free. Press the 1 key on your phone now and get your phone ringing off the hook with your brand new mobile website that you're going to get today for free. To be removed from my list and miss out on the free mobile website, press 8. Or to talk to me live and get more customers with your awesome mobile website for free, press the 1 key now.
Okay, so I know I'm going to get some questions here, so hold your questions. I know a lot of people are going to ask the question, well, how do you make money if it's free? So believe me, I'm going to answer that before you ask it. So if you have already asked that, just wait 1 second, okay? All right, so first off, as far as setting up the campaign is concerned, I have it set up like this. My caller ID is a number that goes to a voicemail. Okay, it does not ring me. It goes straight to voicemail. And you know, the reason why I do that is because a lot of times people will miss the call and then call back. And then when they call back, I don't want to talk to them because I'm waiting for the people that are pressing 1. So I'll have a message that will just allow them to leave their name and number if they're interested in what I just said. And I would basically have a message that's similar to what I just offered, except for at the end, instead of asking them to press 1, I would ask them to leave their name and number, and I'll call them right back. Okay. Now, here I'm actually getting all of the calls transferred to my cell phone number. Okay. And for those of you that noticed, I had to actually say hello for it to start. The reason why it does that is because I have this wait for silence check. So it waits for me to say hello and then stop. And then when I stop, then it plays. And that's actually very important because it's very annoying when you get those calls and they just start talking as soon as you answer. So you know, that's how I set up the campaign. Okay. Now, how do I sell the service? Okay. a lot of people are saying, hey, how do you offer it for free? How are you making money? Are you charging them for hosting, this and that? No, actually I'm not. If any of you remembers, Stephanie Henry put out a WSO, I don't know, a little over a month ago called Mobile Friends with Benefits. Really good little product. Gave me some great ideas. And just so you guys know, how do I digest a WSO? I digest a WSO different than most. I buy it for an idea, not for a business in a box. I'm probably one of the only people out there, and maybe there's a few more, that actually give complete businesses in a box to their customers that are actually tried and tested. But most of the ideas that I get off the Warrior Forum, or WSOs I get off the Warrior Forum, are nothing more than just ideas. And I don't mind paying $7, $10, $12, $15, $20, whatever it is, for a really good idea. Okay? Even if that's all that's in there. Okay? So, in this case, Stephanie has a model where there's something that she taught me that I didn't even know that you can do with Google Places. Or not Google Places, but Google Mobile. Or PPC, sorry, mobile. And some of you guys are probably laughing because you know all of this already, but I don't, because I'm so focused on one or two things. But basically what I did is I put together a campaign. I can't actually show you because I've got some customer information. I don't want to show you this, but if I were to log into my Google pay-per-click campaign, you can see what I'm running are mobile pay-per-click campaigns for customers. Okay, and it's very simple. Okay, you want to know how to make money? You charge them $150 per month to run a mobile pay-per-click campaign. Now, it's not that much money for them because, number one, you're going to show them how they can save at least that much every month by not targeting people that they don't need to target. The one thing I like about the pay-per-click, by running it mobile like this, where it just shows up on mobile phones, and I never even knew that you can do that. Okay, you can actually just show it on specific devices. I mean, there's Google's gotten a lot better with their pay-per-click model, but it's 150. I charge $150 a month to manage their pay-per-click campaign, and I'll also do a little bit of optimization on their mobile site as well to make sure that they're going to get clicked above everybody else. But here's the thing. The calls that come through are very inexpensive, the conversions are very high, and the customers love it. Okay, so for $150 a month, I just manage their campaign, and then I charge above and beyond that for their clicks. Okay, and they can set whatever budget they want to set. $75 a week, depending on how much money they want to spend, but $75 a week is what I usually suggest. So $300 a month budget plus $150 a month. Depending on the business. If they have more money to spend, then this number here would be more than $150. If they're targeting multiple cities, then this number is going to be more than $150. But it's a good way to get your foot in the door. And if they're getting calls, they have no problems paying this. And they will get calls because with the click to mobile, well, not will, they do get calls. My customers get calls off of it because it's only calls. I don't have it set up to where they go to a website. They can only click to call. Some really good businesses that I've been targeting is, locksmiths. That's probably my best one. Mobile oil change guys. Those are really good ones, and you can find those people on like Craigslist and stuff. Pizza restaurants and stuff like that. Different restaurants that are in business parks. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank here off the top of my head, but my favorite one is definitely the locksmiths. Plumbers, sorry, that's another good one. Any type of business where somebody would be more apt to look them up on the mobile, okay? And that's one of the reasons why it's so successful is because you're targeting, again, you're laser targeting after specific niches. So to go after them for the mobile, somebody was asking, how do I get the website done? There's a few different sites out there different plugins out there that you can use. If they already have a WordPress site, I know that you can use something like Duda Mobile, but again, that's up to you. Mario Brown and Brian Anderson have a Mobile Marketing Extreme, which is really cool. And in addition to giving you like their scripts and stuff to build their websites, which their websites are really nice. I like theirs probably the best. They also have some training and some additional things to help you get more mobile customers. And basically, there's one more by Ken Santucci. It's called Fast Easy Mobile. Okay. I also just recently purchased a little plugin from somebody on the Warrior Forum, which I haven't had an opportunity. It was last week. Maybe you guys know who it is that released it. I think her name's Sunny Gal. She released a mobile website plugin for WordPress, so I have to test that one out. But I'm just looking for something quick and easy. Okay, Duda Mobile is probably good if you don't have any money. Let me just show you here, Duda Mobile. If you don't have the money to get started and you just want to build a quick website, actually, let me show you how cool this is. Just had a brain freeze here. Okay. Okay, here's a customer that we got to build a mobile website for. Oops. Gosh. I'm having trouble typing my own password. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you here how Duda Mobile works. It's really cool. Duda Mobile. Install. Okay, and again, this is if they have a WordPress site, which a lot of people do, and if they don't have one, you can sell them a WordPress site. If they don't have a WordPress site, you can also build it straight on their site, but I'm going to show you this way since it's the fastest. Okay, so once you've installed the plugin, just click Get Started Now. It's going to take you here to the website. Now check this out. It's actually analyzing his site right now. It's extracting all of the colors and everything. It's building the HTML. Boom, the site's done. Now, this is his site, right? It's already built the pages. It's taken the video off the home page, all that good stuff, which is cool, right? I like it so far. But if I wanted to change it, I can come in here and click Edit. I can change the color scheme there. And then I can actually come in here and edit each one of these buttons really easily. So just click on that. And let's see. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh, I think I got to go next. Yeah, here we go. Edit navigation menu. So we'll go ahead and click on this one. And we'll just go ahead and choose yellow. All right. So you can see I just changed the color there. Let's say we want to make it look like a circus. Oops. But you get the point. It's really easy. You can change the colors. Oops. Sorry. We're going to do this one red. Now, let that color. There you go. So as you can see, you can come in here and you can easily create, a mobile website for the customer. Hit next, go live. When you're ready, you have two choices. You got this page or this basic plan, which is free. Now, if you're offering a free mobile website, that's all I would give them is that. Okay. If you're going to charge them for a mobile website, then you can give them some premium features like Duda Mobile has, which is the click to call and whatnot. And you could actually eliminate their branding. If you look here at the bottom here, Duda Mobile puts their branding at the bottom of the site. Let's see if I can show you. There it is. They put their branding here. But if you want to get rid of it, you just upgrade to the $9 a month plan. So now that is how you make money with mobile. Okay? How do I make money with mobile? Well, I give them away for free, and that's a basic site. But then, I talk to them about some of the other features like click to call and some of the other things that I can give them with Duda Mobile, and then I charge them whatever I can charge them for the site plus monthly. Does that make sense, everybody? Great. Okay. So as far as Due to Mobile, I'm not going to get into like all the details on them. You can go to their site, but it's really like a 4-step process. You can knock them out fast, not having to spend any money. You're getting your foot in the door. Okay. Do I charge for hosting? No, I don't. I never have charged for hosting. I'm not a hosting company. I'm a marketer. If I'm going to only get hosting from you, I don't want your business, right? And if I'm going to charge you $400, $500, $1,000 a month for marketing services, I think I can throw in the hosting for free. What do you guys think? I think that's a pretty nice thing for me to do. So, that's the reason why I do it that way. It's not my model to sell $30 monthly hosting plans. It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to make any money that way. You're going to be constantly chasing people down. I mean, it's just not worth it. Go after the bigger money. When you offer something unbelievable like I just did, I sent out a message that got 15 callbacks, okay? 15 callbacks. Now, I just offered a service that took me how long to build? 5 minutes. Even if you go and build it for their PHP site or whatever, you build it, it's done. That's it. You're done. And it's free. But what have you done? You've showed them something that nobody else is doing. I'm willing to work with you for free. I'm going to give you something better than anybody else does who calls you up and bothers you and wastes your time. I'm giving you a free mobile website, something that they could do themselves if they went to do mobile, but they've never heard of that place. Okay? And then once you've shown them with what you're going to do for them, then you can sell them whatever you want. They're going to be all ears for whatever services you want, whether you want to sell them more mobile website, a better mobile website, with click to call and all kinds of other amazing things. You can, once you've shown them what you can do, they're going to be a lot more willing to work with you. All right, so let's take some questions. How can I say I'm from Vegas Ad Mob? Because that's where I'm from. That's the name of my website, vegasadmob.com. And what's funny is I don't even have a website up for it. I own it. Here I go again, showing you guys this. I'm all about, we're actually in the process of putting a website up on this site. So check back in a couple of days, but you'll see here, there's nothing here. Nothing here, just an admin login. We're going to have a nice little website here eventually, but it's not something I really need to do to get customers. Any questions? Russell, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, the voice prospector questions. Someone's wondering how it compares with Hot Prospector. Another person is wondering if it's available, if it'll work in Canada, and how much is it?
Canada, United Kingdom, and the United States. You can use Voice Prospector in any of those countries. As for, you said, what is it?
No, how much is it?
Oh, how much is it?
And how does it compare to Hot Prospector?
Okay. Hot Prospector is we'll go into Hot Prospector here in just a second. I'll show you exactly what that is. Right now I'm doing something that I'm not going to be doing very shortly. I'm going to be releasing Hot Prospector to the masses, and it's not going to be this price, but I'm actually including Hot Prospector in with anybody who purchases my Voice Prospector system. Voice Prospector comes with so much, like it's literally, I mean, I couldn't even explain to you everything here that's in this right now. You get access to a bunch of different methods to get out and find customers. You get access to a free website. You get a scraper. You get the Voice Prospector Elite, which is you get access to our Skype group, which is just the elite members. You get access to 6 weeks. We're going to continue that. We're going to keep on doing it. Probably a couple more sessions at least of live one-on-one or live coaching, or not live coaching, but live calls. We're actually doing live calls as a group where I'm getting on and making phone calls with you guys to let you hear how to handle certain things. But there's also like 5 or 6 of those already recorded inside the members area, so you can go in and listen to those. I think there's like 10 hours of those calls. But there's tons and tons of stuff that's included in that. And the price that I'm selling it for on the webinars is $197. Okay, that includes the software and that includes everything. And
I
again,
got about
anybody.
5 or 6 different questions coming in here. Same question, wondering about people that already have Voice Prospector, are they going to be getting Hot Prospector?
Yeah, if you already own Voice Prospector, Elite, it's the Voice Prospector Elite. Voice Prospector is no longer for sale. Voice Prospector Elite, if you've already purchased that, I actually sent out a notification to everybody to let them know that you do get the Hot Prospector. But you have to be an Elite member, and you'll know if you're Elite. If you've recently, because I actually offered the Elite at a discounted price like 3 months ago. It was $97. So we actually gave like one-on-one coaching and stuff, so it was $97 a month. But now, so the Elite is actually the only thing that's for sale. Yes, you can actually upgrade to the Elite if you'd like, and you will get access to Hot Prospector. So we'll go into the Hot Prospector here in a second. I wasn't really trying to pitch anything here on this webinar, guys. So for people that are here, I know you guys are asking. Trust me, I'll put it out in the email, but I really want to respect everybody's wishes and move forward and keep on giving you guys some good training. So do we have any other questions?
Yeah, another question. Wondering about your daily routine. How, what you actually do, what time spent on what you do versus what you're outsourcing.
Mm-hmm.
How long you work.
Okay.
First and foremost, during those time.
First and foremost, I don't do any more video prospector emails or competition crusher emails. I actually pull my lists, as you can see here, and we give them to the outsourcer who does the emails. Okay. So it takes me, it took my computer about 2 hours to pull this list. But I didn't actually have to do anything except for pull the list, right? So once that was done, then I just went ahead and sent her over the email list. It took me about 2 or 3 hours to train her on how to use Video Prospector the way that I wanted her to use it. But she works full time, and I pay her $60 a week to pull lists. So I would say I personally probably work maybe 30 minutes a day on this. Okay. My dialer, I run it when I need it, and I've said this many times inside of my training. Sometimes I might run the dialer 1 or 2 times a week, and that's it, because I got so many calls coming in from other marketing and things like that I've done. So I don't really have to. So as far as time is concerned, when you get once you get ahead, have enough leads coming in, you won't have to work as much. I do suggest, if you have the a capital, to go out and get yourself an assistant to run Video Prospector, because that'll save you a ton of time. I mean, that can take you 3, 4, 5 hours a day if you're really hitting it hard. And there's no reason why you should have to do that if you have the resources to pay somebody $60 a week. You may need the first week or so, understand you may not get as much bang for your buck, because they're going to be messing up. They're not going to be perfect. As long as you train them good, within a week or two, you should be getting enough emails out. My girl sends out 100 emails a day. Every day. So 100 emails a day. Imagine if you could send out 100 emails a day. I actually have done some personal coaching with some of my students, and we've talked about this. They tell me, well, I'm not getting enough leads from Video Prospector. I'm just not getting enough leads from Competition Crusher. And I tell them the reason why you're not getting enough leads is because you're not doing it consistently. We can all do something one day and then get off track, and then do something else the next day, and then 3 or 4 days later come back to that other thing again, or whatever. And because we're not doing it consistently, we're not going to get the type of results that we want to get. If you can continue to do the same things over and over and over every single day, and you just say, no matter what, I'm sending out 100 emails every day. Well, those emails are going to start to pile up in people's inboxes, and I've noticed that the average is anywhere from 3 to 6 days callbacks from people who've received my email. So they may call me next week for something that they received last week. I get calls from people from emails that I sent from Competition Crusher a year ago. Hey, are you still doing that internet marketing thing? Yeah, I am. So just keep on prospecting every day. And if you keep on doing that, you'll be successful. As far as time is concerned, give get yourself an outsourcer and don't spread yourself too thin. Find somebody to help you out. And if you spend an hour a day, managing them, and then another, hour or so a day making phone calls, I think you'll be good.
Regarding the outsourcing question here, do you give the VAs full access to Video Prospector?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If anybody here has Video Prospector and you need an additional copy for your outsourcer, let me know. Okay, I'll definitely accommodate you for that. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do it for everybody who's on this webinar. So if you're on the webinar, send me a message to support, and we'll go ahead and accommodate you there.
What's the best support email?
Support at videoprospector.com. Dax is going to love this. Guys, Dax is my support guy, so you guys are going to be flooding with all these emails. If you're going to send him one, if you got multiple things to ask, try to send one email. And give him 24 to 48 hours to respond. We don't necessarily work really hard on the weekends. I know some people said that they send emails out on Friday and haven't heard from us. We're trying to run this now like a business, and I appreciate everybody here, all of your support over the past couple of years. But understand, we do have families as well, and I'm not going to be working myself to the bone like I did, trying to sit in front of the computer for 20 hours a day. It's literally having an effect on my health. So I am now putting hours in place, and we will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours. It's usually not that long. And if it's on the weekends, if you don't hear from me until Monday, don't kill me. We're trying to do our best, and if it's an emergency, some of you guys know, there's ways to get a hold of us, and we're actually trying to still keep in touch with the emergency items. Like if it's just, if you're purchasing minutes for the dialer, or you're having a serious emergency, we'll get to those quickly. But just standard support questions, if it's just a standard question, expect 24 to 48 hours to hear from us.
I know you want to keep this pitch free and everything, but I've got a ton of people asking about upgrading and purchasing and stuff like that. What's the best email to get in touch with you in regards to that?
Support at videoprospector.com. I'll just send a message to Dax after this webinar and let him know that he'll be expecting the questions. Also, too, I'll drop links inside the description below this video, for the things that we've discussed today. So if you need to get access to those, you can.
Two questions. One is regarding when you're going to get to the Yellow Places scraper, putting a link in for that. And
everything will be inside the,
about restaurants.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next piece then. Perfect. Guys, I'm trying my best to answer as many questions as possible, but I knew this webinar would be over 2 hours, and hopefully the recording lasts, because I know sometimes when we get over that limit, then things get crazy. So, anyways, we'll see how this goes. All right, so let's talk about the restaurant blast. Actually, give me 15 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. If you have questions that maybe Russell can handle, he'll type the answers in. I'll be right. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people are still sticking around. That's really good to see. It's that you guys are feeling you're getting enough out of this to where you're willing to keep on sticking with me here. So I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next piece here, which is the restaurant blast. Okay, and this is all voice prospector related. Okay, I don't know, it was like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I was sitting here talking with Dax, okay, and Dax was asking me what I thought about sending out messages, answer machine messages, to restaurant owners, or not restaurant owners, but business owners about restaurants, and telling them, hey, we've got a great menu or whatever, okay? And my immediate response to him was that, that's a great idea, because I'd actually considered doing it myself. I just haven't actually done it. But I know that if you're a caterer or something like that, you can really do some damage by leaving a message, to businesses in the area, letting them know about your about your business and about, whatever, give them a special or something like that. Well, I decided to take it a step further. I'd love to do this right now, but no, now it's like 1 o'clock and I don't want this webinar to go on forever. But what I did really quick here, and I'll show you, I'm using infofree.com. You guys probably heard me talk about this for a million times now, but basically what infofree.com is a lead gen or a lead database site where you can go and pull your own leads. I'm trying to log in here. You can see here it's $49 a month, and I can't log in. Okay, they're having some issues, probably working on their site or something. I don't know. Anyways, I did a quick search a couple days ago for restaurants in my area. I actually picked a restaurant in my area that's a pizza restaurant, and he's already agreed to let me do this for him. But basically, I just pulled a list of businesses that are a 5-mile radius around this pizza shop. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm going to do an actual Press 1 message voice broadcast with a special offer, okay, which is for him, he's doing a buy one, get one free sandwich, okay, and it's kind of an introductory type special, but basically what we're going to do is a voice broadcast that says, and I haven't written the script yet, but something to the effect of like, are you hungry? This is the manager of Manhattan Pizza here in Las Vegas, and we have a special just for your employees, and yada yada yada. But basically, what we're doing is we're writing the script that's targeted towards anybody that answers the phone. The great thing about food and restaurants is that you're the decision maker of your stomach, right? So you pick up the phone and you're a secretary. Well, if you call at the right time, maybe that secretary is thinking about lunch at 11:30. Okay. The great thing about the dialer is that you're able to blast everybody out up to 10,000 calls per hour. Okay, so you could do 3,000 calls within about 15 about 20 minutes or so. So exactly, Johnny says the gatekeeper buster. It is the gatekeeper buster because there's no gatekeeper at that point. Now, I'm actually going to take it a step further, and this is really something I'm excited about, guys. So if I get all over the place on this, I'm sorry. It's because I'm so excited about it. But inside of Hot Prospector, which here I am inside of Hot Prospector, okay. Inside of my SMS system here, which I think I'm going to get kicked out because I haven't been in here in a minute. Yeah, let me log back in. Okay, inside of the SMS platform here for Hot Prospector, I have a little tool that will allow you to build an SMS list. Okay, so in addition to getting people that are interested in pressing 1 to go to this restaurant, we're also building a list of subscribers. Okay, and here's an example. I actually did a little message here for a free webinar, but I'm going to do the same type of system for the people who were calling on the restaurant, where if you're interested in getting a menu, press 1, and when they press 1, they will have the ability to enter in their cell phone number and get the email sent or get the menu link sent over to them. So they'll be added to the list. Maybe offer them a special coupon or something like that as well. But as you can see here, we got 40 people on our list. 40 people on our list for this webinar. I'm pretty confident that I could do something similar to that. So now this restaurant owner, not only are they going to get a blast of customers coming in from the voice broadcast, but they're also going to build a subscriber list of SMS subscribers. So then they can call them or message them, weekly or bi-weekly or whatever they want to do with special promotions and offers to bring them back. Okay. So questions? I know that I kind of breezed over that very quickly. But wanted to hear questions, comments, even comments. I'm actually reading your questions right now, so like to hear what you guys have to say about it. Review the process again. Okay. Probably better if I slow down just a little bit because I got a little bit too excited there. All right. I'll show you how I write a script. So, hi. This is the manager here at Manhattan Pizza. We have a special promotion just for you. For the next 60 minutes, you can get our buy one, get one sandwich free special or free offer. I don't know. Okay. Press 1 to hear or press 1 for a menu and to order a hot, delicious sandwich now. Okay, I mean, I'm just kind of throwing this out there, guys. This isn't exactly how I would write it. I usually come back and rewrite it after I write it. Press 8 to be removed. Or press 1 and get your free sandwich now. Okay, I know this sounds funny, guys, right? We're prospecting for sandwiches, and actually, when I first heard it, I actually got excited. I don't know about you, but like seriously, anybody here who's ever worked in an office knows, especially the secretaries and stuff, man, they get all these calls, right? For once, this is for them. Okay, it doesn't matter who you're calling at this point, because everybody, like I said, is the decision maker of their own stomach, and maybe they press 1 because they're interested, and then when they press 1, the next message that they're going to hear is, thank you. To receive this coupon for this buy one, get one free sandwich. I'm probably spelling sandwich wrong. Sandwich offer. Please enter your 10-digit mobile phone number now. That's it. Okay? So then what'll happen is, because this is all built into Hot Prospector, that you can record that message, and then after they enter their 10-digit phone number, then they'll automatically get, as you can see here, let me show you my campaign here. Once they enter that 10-digit phone number, campaign list, sorry, you'll see this is where you can actually put your special message. Okay, so here's the welcome message that they receive. So their welcome SMS message is here. Thank you for registering for the free or whatever. Here would have been free sandwich, or thank you for whatever. Here's where you would put the coupon. Okay, they'll get that. And then after you've got their list, or after you've built that list, you can come back in here and schedule additional messages whenever you want. Come back for another free sandwich. Whatever you want to put, okay? But all that's built into the system, okay? I just wanted to show you, you don't have to have any additional software or anything like that once you have the Hot Prospector does all that. So does everybody got the concept there? Okay, so do me a favor. If you like that idea and you think that restaurants would love you to build them a list and also fill up their restaurant by just sending out a quick blast. Put a 1 in the chat box. Here's the great thing about it. It's really simple. It's so basic, and I'm telling you, like, a lot of times you can't get customers because, okay, Jay, I just happen to see this one, but I fear the do not call list. There's no do not call list for businesses. You're not calling homeowners. You're calling businesses, guys. All you're doing is calling other businesses. You're pulling a list. Here's just in Las Vegas for that one pizza restaurant, there was 3,600 businesses around this 5-mile radius. 3,600 businesses around this 5-mile radius. Now, again, secretaries need to eat. Auto repair guys need to eat. I've gone into restaurants and seen them eating other people's food. So I'm blasting everybody out. You know, everybody's going to get the message of those 3,600 businesses in that 5-mile radius. And the cool thing about this restaurant is if it works for him, they've actually got 3 more locations across the Las Vegas area. Well, now, I mean, how many businesses are there in Las Vegas? I think there's a couple 100,000, you know, or something like that. There's a lot. So what I'm saying is now I have the ability to just really blast this out, you know. You're blasting out a message to all these restaurants within a 5-mile radius right before lunchtime when they're hungry, right? They're thinking about food. If you've been in my Voice Prospector Elite class, you know what I'm talking about. I always tell people, listen, it's all about contacting people at the right time with your offer. What a better time to contact somebody about a free sandwich offer when they're thinking about their stomach, okay? Now, obviously, there are situations possibly where that might not work. Maybe, like I said, if you're contacting another sub shop about another sub shop's offer, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it's all about the numbers. So, anyways, guys, let's. I'd like to take a couple of questions. Russell, if you want to go ahead and take those questions now. What do you think of that, Russell?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, everyone's got to eat. Awesome, buddy. Sorry, my kids just came in their Halloween costumes they got today. Yeah, there's a couple questions as far as is there integration with Hot Prospector and Voice Prospector, and if there's any way to run Hot Prospector through the same phone source as Voice Prospector.
No,
so they can
because
take advantage of the six-second increment billing.
Yeah, that's because they were built on 2 separate platforms, and there was a reason for that, because the platform that I'm using for text messaging, I couldn't use the VoIP for. So I wanted everything to be integrated to the same, with the same system, make it easy. Plus, Twilio is really powerful. The costs really outweigh the benefits really outweigh the costs here. Having the ability to build a list, having the ability to keep all your contacts in one place, all of that good stuff. Okay. Some people ask to see the script, so I just put the script up again here. If you want to go ahead and print screen that, you can do that. So if you're saving if you're saving the script to get you some ideas, again, this isn't what I would say, but it's an idea, a general idea. I mean, if I sat down and took a few more minutes when people aren't here with me, I would come up with a really good message that's about 30 seconds long, which this isn't too bad. I mean, I would almost run with that.
Bunch of questions about pricing on that. What are you charging for the restaurants?
Okay, and again, this is something that's very inexpensive to do. With the dialer, you could probably call 3,600 businesses and maybe get about 1,200 to 1,800 of them or so answer. I would say you're probably only going to have to spend maybe $10, if that. So I would probably charge, maybe $50 to do the blast. And again, it's up to you, because I would try to be doing these daily, or a couple of them a week. But again, it's up to you. You could charge per message. You could charge per call. I've actually charged per call before with roofers, and I've charged 25 cents per call, and I've charged per lead. It's up to you on how you want to do it. You could charge them for how many people get on the SMS list as an additional service. So you do the calls for Voice Prospector and charge them, say, like I said, $50 for the blast, and then charge them, say, I don't know, $1 per subscriber that you get them on their list. And now the other benefit is that you can also manage their SMS list for them. And then I would charge them, for SMS, maybe charge them another $300 a month. Right? Because now you're building a list for them. If they don't have a list and you just built them a list of, say, 50 people from that one blast, they're going to love you. And then you can get them to do other things. This is actually something we're putting together something called SMS Hotbox. It's going to be launching on, right now we're looking to launch on the 7th, November 7th. So watch out for that, because I'm going to give you all the information that I covered here, plus a lot more. So, keep an eye out for that. It's going to be really cheap. It's like $10.
Clarification on, people are wondering, are you using Hot Prospector now for this, or are you using Voice Prospector?
I'm using Voice Prospector to do the blast, right? Using the dialer, Voice Prospector to do the blast because it's cheap, 6-second increments. But I'm using Hot Prospector to build the SMS list and to send out the SMS messages. And you don't have to do this. You could just, you can send the calls to them. I don't know how they would handle that. You know what I mean? Having a whole bunch of people calling or asking them questions at the same time about their menu and all that good stuff. The reason why I like, sending them to this SMS campaign that you're creating for them, is that you have the ability to help them build a list, plus you're not going to bombard them with a bunch of calls, So you can send the menu out to them and they can go ahead and order.
Okay. Do you do any private coaching, Mark?
I do private coaching with the right people. I'm very picky about the people that I pick up with coaching, because you have to be willing to commit to actually doing the things that I say. And also, I'm not the nicest guy when it comes to coaching. You're paying me to get results, so I will definitely ride you a little bit.
If someone's asking about coaching, should they just send email to that same support at?
You can actually go to markhelton.com, and there's a if you go here, markhelton.com, and you click on personal coaching. It's under other products. There's a form here that you would need to fill out, and this is the form here. That's it. That's on markhelton.com/coaching.
Okay, question here. How are you building the SMS list if you're calling from Voice Prospector? How do you integrate that?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how this works, because it's confusing to tell you rather than just show you. Okay, so let's do... Here is the webinar that I was doing where I'm building the list, okay? And in addition to building the SMS list, I actually got 50 people, as you can see here. I got 59 people that transferred over as a lead, so they're interested in this. But let me just show you how this works. Oops.
Here. Learn how to get free leads for your business every day on our free daily online seminar. We'll teach you how to drive hundreds of prospects to your business every day for free. Press 1 to get registered for the free daily workshop now. Press 8 to be removed, or press 1 to sign up for the free online seminar now.
Now I just press 1.
Please hold while I connect your call.
Thank you for your interest in our free online seminar. Please enter your 10-digit mobile phone number now to be sent more details and get registered for this free live event today.
All right, I'm going to type my 10 digits. We're going to put 777 777 7777.
Thank you.
That's it. So now you can hear I have actually personally subscribed. So if we go over here to Hot Prospector and we look at our subscribers here, you should see on the last page, there's my 7777777. Make sense? So I sent the blast out, gave them the message. They pressed 1. After they pressed 1, they were prompted to enter their 10-digit number to get on the list. They put in the number. Now, the next thing that would happen after that number was subscribed, they would get a text message, which you set up here inside of this system, whatever you want it to say. And that's it. It doesn't move them from there. When they press 1, when they press 1, it takes them from one system to the next because the number that I have the transfer to coming through from Voice Prospector is this particular campaign. Watch. This number here, the 858 number here, is the number that I'm transferring to here. If I click on edit, you'll see 858-914-4565. That's the transfer to number. So the calls aren't coming to me. They're going to that campaign with that message. What do I teach on the webinar? Terry wants to know. You know what? I actually have a webinar that I created here that, see, I'm an open book on this, so I know you guys are sticking around here, and I'll go as long as you guys want me to go. But here is the webinar that I'm doing. I'm actually teaching them how to rank videos on the first page of Google. I'm teaching them how to rank videos. So here it is, traffic video domination. Right? I teach them how to rank a video on the first page of Google. And the great thing about this is after they see how hard it is to do, they just want me to do it for them. So that's the point. The point is to show them on the free webinar how hard it is, and then to sell them my services. Any other questions?
The lead source, infofree.com, to do the radius. The business radius?
Yes. I use InfoFree because you can do a radius. I wanted to show you guys by logging in there how you do it, but basically you could type in, zip codes that you want to pull lists out of, or you can put in an address and do like a, specific radius around that business to pull the list.
And Gordon is asking, I think he asked this question before. I didn't get to ask it. What do you think about calling the businesses after hours and just leaving a message?
I don't suggest you call after 9 p.m. As a matter of fact, do not call after 9 p.m. Because you'll get into serious trouble. Imagine if you're a business owner and you have your calls transferred over to your home and some guy calls you at 2 in the morning. I actually had people saying that. What if I call at 2 in the morning? Obviously, I'm going to get a whole lot of answer machines, right? Yeah, you'll also get a lot of angry people. So if you're talking about calling after, like, say, 6 o'clock in the afternoon or the evening and before 9, yeah, go for it. Calling dentists, after, they typically close and, before 9 o'clock, you're still within the means of, you're not going to break the law, telemarketing laws, but you'll get a lot more answer machines. So I have no problem with that. Just make sure you're not calling after 9.
Are you transferring to a Google Voice number with the system?
No, this particular message, actually, as I was showing, it goes to Hot Prospector. In certain cases, I do actually use Google Voice, but, it just depends.
Okay, I'm scrolling through, but you can just continue.
Okay.
If I missed anyone's question, just type it in again now. There's been a lot of clutter in here, so if you wouldn't mind just typing it in again, appreciate it.
Okay, so back to the whoops, wrong website, wrong webinar. Okay, so back to the methods. Now that we have shown the Voice Prospector mobile or restaurant blast, okay, I want to talk to you about cold calling. I know that people don't like cold calling, and I don't like cold calling either. I like warm calling, some cases you can make a lot more money warm calling than anything. Okay, so let me go back to this one more time here. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, let's talk about the daily Vegas offers method. Okay, the daily Vegas offers method. If you go to dailyvegasoffers.com, you're going to see a directory site that we just put up. Okay, and we're in the process of getting this all finished here, but basically, and I've done this before with StormFixer. This is nothing new. If you guys have seen my StormFixer site, stormfixer.com, this is a directory that I put together for contractors. So people can come here. They're looking for a contractor. So they come here, and let's say they're looking for a residential contractor that can help them with roofing. Let's see. We'll do roof. Whoops. I messed up. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so residential roofing, and let's do 89129. Okay, and then what will happen is the form will come up here, and they can actually just fill out this form, and this will automatically send out a lead to any contractor that does roofing in that area. Okay. In addition to that, I also offer free directory listings. So if somebody didn't want to fill out the form, they just wanted to find a contractor, they can actually come in here and look for a contractor in their area. And you can actually see most people don't fill out their profiles here. But these are actual contractors that see, none of these people have actually filled out their profile, but let's see if I can find one that actually did. Las Vegas Roofing, I think it is. Well, here, this guy did. Okay. So this is what it would look like when somebody actually fills out their profile, right? So I started doing this, I don't know, almost 3 years ago. And what I would do is I would actually call up homeowners and I would say, hey, or not homeowners, but contractors. And I say, hey, I'm really looking for a good contractor in the area that I could add to my directory. I have a directory at stormfixer.com, okay? And, you can go check it out if you want, but we're really looking for a good contractor. We want to add you in there for free. Is that okay? And the closing rate on that is like 100%, right? I mean, they're like, yeah, I want that for sure. I want to get into your directory. I mean, the more exposure for my business, the better. Plus, you get a backlink and all that good stuff, right? Because I actually let them link back to their website, the whole deal. Okay, so that method works really well. But I personally am trying to build a different type of directory now, and this is all based off of the method that I've got coming up here in the next month. But this is Daily Vegas Offers, and what I'm doing is I'm building a directory for restaurants, hotels, attractions here in Vegas. As you can see, it's populated with Philadelphia information right now. But the whole point here is to offer them something that is, it's free. They're going to get an opportunity here to come in here and advertise on your site for free. So if I go to let's see, we'll go to restaurants. Click on this Mormito. This is what a directory listing would look like with this theme or with this template that I'm using here, okay, which is actually the Geo theme. No, this is Geo theme. It's really, really good. Yeah, it's really good. I love this theme. And I'm working on a special discount for everybody as well on this. I'm all about trying to get these guys to give me discounts. But it's basically a WordPress plugin. You put it in there and you can create a directory. Now, again, the same thing that you did before, you would just pick up the phone or that I was doing with StormFixer, you would just pick up the phone and make a phone call with daily offering to put their company into your directory for free. Okay? So that's the method. Okay? Now, how do you make money? Okay? You guys have been on this webinar, some of you guys have been on this webinar now for over 2 hours, so you've seen my methods, you know how I do things, all right? Let me hear from you how you think that I would monetize this. Anybody? Ads, David says, that's close. premium listings, text message campaigns, upgraded listings, free mobile sites, sell leads, pay per lead. Okay, good. All of these are good. These are actually good, but somebody else, Michael Onthing says you would offer website design. Absolutely, I would offer them website design. I would offer them SMS. I would offer them reputation management. I would offer them everything that I could sell them that I think that they need. Okay, this method is killer. Okay, what I would do with Storm Fixer here, and you can see here, this particular customer was one of the only ones that actually had his profile filled out, which happens to be one of my customers. I can go through and find more of them, but what I would do is I would tell them that I was going to add them, and then I want to help walk them through setting up their profile, which takes just a few minutes. And while you're walking them through their profile and asking them testimonials, asking them for their website, asking them for all of this stuff, what are you doing? You're building rapport, right? And in addition to building rapport, which is good rapport, you have the ability to see everything that they need. Well, it looks like Ariat Roofing's got a good site because I did it, but most of the time, you're going to see that they need a new website. You're going to see that they need, different services. And now, because you've got your foot in the door by offering them such an awesome service for free, well, they love you, plain and simple. And if you go to this site, and I'm not even, done with it, we literally just put this up because this is part of, our new model of going after local businesses here in the area and offering them the SMS services. But you can see it's very professional, right? Somebody comes here, once we get all of the right listings added in here, and you can see there's featured listings and stuff that you can do with this, but they're going to love you and they're going to think that you're very professional and it looks like you've got your stuff together, okay? You're just trying to get your foot in the door. The way I've always sold and the way I'll always continue to sell, which does really well for me, is offer something for free. Something for free that is going to help them. Give them something that nobody else would give them. Blow their minds with what you're giving them for free. That's why I give away the free mobile website. I showed you earlier with Duda Mobile that took you 5 minutes to create. They still think it's amazing because nobody else is doing it. But now they're putty in your hands for everything else that you have to offer them. They will do anything for you. They just want somebody to help them and to be real with them. And that's the one thing that's great about these types of things, okay, is that you're actually giving them a huge amount of value. Yes, somebody said the law of reciprocity. Absolutely. I watched that movie Pay It Forward, and besides crying, took it to heart. It really meant a lot to me. And then, before The Secret came out, I really have always had that type of mindset. If you guys will switch over and do two things that I've taught you today, there's two things that really, really mean a lot. Number one is focusing and actually taking action, right? That was the first thing we talked about for those of you who made it in here. And number two is the law of reciprocity. How many of you guys are excited about what I've given you today for free? Okay. If I put something out in a week or two and send you an email out about it, how likely are you to purchase from me? Exactly. Much more, everybody says. Exactly. Why? Because I believe in helping you first. Zig Ziglar, another one of my mentors, somebody who I love, says if you help enough people get what they want, right, you'll get what you want. And that's what I want to do. I want to help you guys as much as I possibly can, so that way you guys know that I'm here for you, to help you. Okay, so that is the Daily Vegas offers. Now I've got one more cool thing I want to show you guys. Actually, let's take a couple questions on this, and then we'll go to the next thing, because I really want to try to get this last thing in here before we hit the... I've done 3-hour webinars before, so this isn't nothing for me. And hopefully the replay is amazing. We might actually break the replay up into 3 pieces.
Kathy's wondering about VP Scraper, if you prefer that over Business Leads Miner.
No, I don't prefer VP Scraper. You mean the one I created, or the one that Mark Cabana from Google Places Scraper has? I guess I need to clarify that. I don't prefer my own scraper to, the one I have, I don't prefer that to Business Leads Miner. Why? Because my scraper is a simple PHP script that doesn't get emails. The Business Leads Miner is a piece of software, and it does get in there and grab emails, so that's the big benefit there.
How do you track VA productivity?
There's a couple of things that you can do for productivity. There's obviously Odesk has the one that's built in, which if you're doing hourly, then they can actually log in and work from there on Odesk, and I can't remember what they call that. The other one is Time Doctor. Okay, Time Doctor is really cool. It used to be free, and I actually am one of the free. Yes. Do you think that people waste at least 30 minutes a day? Yes. Would you like to try Time Doctor? Yes. Okay. Again, I think I already have an account here, so let me just go ahead and. Yeah. We tried this one.
While you're doing that, do you have any suggestions on where to get help for writing the phone scripts?
Okay, so here is the back end here. And you can see this is what they charge. You could do 10 hours or 10 users for $79 a month. If you only have one user, like I have, that is using this, is $9.99 a month, right? And there's all different types, but this thing works really well. I was actually one of the ones that had it for free when they were actually doing it. Let's see if I can go in here and show you what the back office looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. I mean, mostly I use Odesk for right now, but these guys, if I was going to vouch for somebody else that I think that you should look into, Time Doctor is one that I think really steps up to the task. It's not very expensive for the amount of money that you're going to save yourself from having users. Matter of fact, here's a good horror story for the employee who I was using Time Doctor to manage. He was actually, he didn't know that he was logging in and actually takes screenshots of his site, of his computer. And during the time that he was actually logged in, supposedly working on my SEO tasks, he was watching porn. And I'm literally, like, at first got shocked because I was logging in to see what he was doing, and I see all these, like, nudity pictures, and I was upset because, number one, my kids could have been in the office with me when I opened that up, and that would have been devastating for him. Well, it was already devastating because he ended up losing his job, but he was watching porn, and I won't get into all of the things that I told him, but I basically, like, took him on a little ride that he didn't know that I was taking him on, asking him how things were going, asking him how much work he had to put into it, because I already knew at this point where, what he'd been doing. And long story short, I sent him Skype pictures from his computer. It was so funny because he was trying to charge me, and I knew that, he hadn't been doing anything, he'd been watching porn. He disappeared. Poof. He was gone after he saw the pictures that I forwarded from his computer of him taking, the time that he's supposed to be working and doing something else. So, Time Doctor is great. And the other one that I like is, like I said, Odesk. Okay, did you have a question? I'm sorry, Russell.
Oh yeah, no, there's a ton of questions now. I'm sorry, I was just trying to squeeze that in while you were waiting for that to load. No, I don't remember which one it was. Does Hot Prospector use Twilio? Oh, phone scripts, forgive me. where would someone go for getting help writing the phone scripts?
What type of scripts are you referring to? Are you referring to like phone broadcast scripts or actual like telemarketing scripts?
I'm guessing it was in reference to the restaurants.
Yeah.
It was during
You
the
know,
restaurant.
I actually have inside of Voice Prospector Elite a little class that I teach a few times on how to write scripts. So, you know, my suggestion is to follow those steps because you only need to write a 30-second message. Just remember, you want to offer them the same thing I taught you today applies to your customers. It's the law of reciprocity. You know, you want to write things that are going to get them to want to work with you, right? Something to offer them something for free. And if you're writing messages for their customers, offer something for free, right? Same thing. Always, people want something that's, you know, high dollar, high value.
Is Hot Prospector using Twilio?
Yeah, Hot Prospector is on Twilio. It's the only system that I have that's off of the platform that I have for Voice Prospector. So I really like Twilio.
Yeah, Twilio is awesome. I agree. Do you ever do meetings face-to-face, or do you always close on the phone?
I don't do meetings face-to-face. I hate doing meetings face-to-face because I want my freedom. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone, which I could sell people face-to-face. I can sell them over the phone. I can sell them by email. I'm just that good. I'm not trying to brag. Really, I am. I'm able to close people on anything, right? But I just prefer over the phone because it's just so much more relaxing to me, right?
I've heard you close over the phone before, and I think a big part of it is just being very personable. You're very personable on the phone. You just it's not a big sales pitch. It's more of like I'm your buddy. I'm going to help you out, and here's what I can do. You know.
Yeah, I like Terry says, and I'm modest too. Yes, I'm very modest. I don't like to brag that I'm the best telemarketer in Las Vegas, but I am.
Someone else is asking, can you send mobile numbers to any SMS system or just Hot Prospector?
What do you mean send mobile? I don't understand.
I think it had to do with the transfer when you were transferring the number.
Transfer.
Yeah,
They can transfer. Yeah, I mean, anybody can be transferred. Any phone number can be transferred. As far as them adding themselves to the list, as long as they put in an accurate phone number, then you're good to go.
Okay. Someone else is asking, how would you use just Hot Prospector for the restaurant system?
We're going to actually talk about a different thing here for Hot Prospector, and I'm just showing you a cold calling method. You don't need Hot Prospector to do what I'm getting ready to show you, okay? So whenever you got the last question, I'll just move on to this next piece.
Okay, are you using a template for the site plus the Geo plugin? Or is that...
No, that's actually, that plugin made the site.
Great.
Actually, I think it was a theme. My bad. It's a theme.
Richard's asking where your scraper pulls from.
My scraper pulls from Google Places. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next piece here so we can get more information in here. Okay, so here I am. I'm logged into Hot Prospector. Okay, now I want to show you my reputation management giveaway. That's right, I'm giving something else away. And I know that there's some spelling errors in here because I write everything in Notepad. I don't know why. It's a bad habit. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to find some people who needed my help. I'm just going to create a new campaign from the beginning here. Let's do Las Vegas florists. I think florists can benefit from reputation management. What do you think? So I'm going to just do a quick scrape here and grab some florists. Okay, so I got some leads here. Now I want to... Okay, I don't have a list of Las Vegas florists, so let's go and do that. Let's create a Las Vegas florist group. And we're calling in the United States, so we're going to add that. I'm all about trying to make things simple, so we're going to go ahead and create a campaign here. and we're going to make a couple phone calls. Add new campaign. We'll say Las Vegas Florist. And we're going to use that list that we just created. And I need a phone number, so I don't have any available here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, that campaign did not create. I just had some things changed on the site, so we may be having a bug that I need to fix. So for sake of keeping things moving forward, let's go ahead and use one that I did last week, which was Las Vegas Pizza. Okay, but first I'm going to change my script here. Okay. So let's go back to the power dialer, and let's go ahead and start this campaign. Okay. So here's the idea. Okay, with this particular script, I'm going to call a couple people up, and hopefully this will work out for you guys. Okay, you'll be able to hear me. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call a couple people up and see if I can get them to let me set up a free reputation management campaign for them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take my headset off, so bear with me, guys. Russell, you're going to be on speaker, so don't say anything. Just give it one quick second. This up. I don't have a problem doing another webinar covering that a little bit more in detail. Actually, if you want, I can cover the script at least. Can everybody see my screen? Yes? You cannot see my screen? Can everybody see? Home screen only. Change presenter. I'll be the presenter. I think that might be it. And again, thanks so much for all of you guys sticking with me here. Russell, thanks for picking up there and letting everybody know what was going on. Okay, so you guys can see my screen again, right? Yes. Can everybody see my screen?
Screen looks good now.
Okay, good. All right, so if you want to go ahead and take a screenshot of this script, go ahead. This is the script that I'm actually using to prospect for people for reputation management customers. I would love to do a couple free, or a couple calls for you guys to show you how this works, but it works really well. Basically, I'm calling up homeowners. Sorry, I'm calling up businesses and offering to. I got a video loading here. Where is it? Anthony Robbins is speaking to me. There we go. Okay, but anyways, like I said, I'm calling up businesses and I'm offering them a free reputation management system. Okay, now for those of you that purchased the WSO, the Simple Video Pro, you guys probably will know exactly what I'm talking about. Simple Video Pro was really popular, so I'd imagine a lot of people in here have it. If you do, great. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm offering a free reputation management system where I'm actually taking a video that I've created, and I'll see if I can show you guys that as well. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking this video and okay, reputation management. Go ahead and try to let you guys hear. I'm afraid to unplug my computer. Let me try to put my headset over the microphone. Let me know if you guys can hear this okay when it starts. Can everybody hear me still okay? Okay. My computer's still booting, so it's taking time to load this video. Let me try to open it on YouTube. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so here's the here's the video's finally opening. And of course it's not. So I'm really sorry about this, guys. YouTube. Basically, what the video says to the customers that see this is, if you give us a review, then we're going to give you a free gift. Okay, so there she is. Okay, here's the video.
Thank you for your business. To express our appreciation, we would like to offer you this free gift. In just a moment, a new window will open up in your browser and take you to one of our customer feedback partners. You can then begin to claim your free special gift in 3 easy steps. Once you are automatically directed to our feedback partner, first take a moment to leave us your personal feedback. Next, after you've completed and submitted your comments, simply close that window to be taken back to this page. Last, you will see a special button appear below this video that will take you to redeem your free gift. Thank you for taking the time to help us serve you better. It's our goal to provide you with nothing less than a 100% positive experience. Your feedback is very important to us as we look forward to serving you better.
Now, what I should have probably showed you rather than that would have been it's sorry, I'm having a hard time now all of a sudden getting back into my flow here. Gosh, I can't remember it now. Client. Anyways, I built a website where, and I can't remember my website now off the top of my head because I've got too much other stuff going through it now. But basically, I created a website where all I do is send their customers to that directory, or to that video, I'm sorry, and then after the video is done, it automatically redirects them to the reputation management site, or the site that we're trying to collect reviews from. So I'm using I'm actually not even using Simple Video Pro. I brought up Simple Video Pro because a lot of people ended up purchasing that. I actually had Ollie G do some special modifications to his plugin to do what I'm trying to get it to do. But basically, I'm sending them there. And gosh, I really want to show this. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, great. So here's what I did. I actually created this little page here, which you guys will actually get to see it here. So this is how it works in action. Normally everything won't go this slow, but I'm running, go to webinar. My computer is still kind of loading everything, so it's going to run a little slow. So give me 1 second.
Thank you for your business. To express our appreciation, we would like to offer you this free gift. In just a moment, a new window will open up in your browser and take you to one of our customer feedback partners. You can then begin to claim your free special gift in 3 easy steps. Once you are automatically directed to our feedback partner, first take a moment to leave us your personal feedback. Next, after you've completed and submitted your comments, simply close that window to be taken back to this page. Last, you will see a special button appear below this video that will take you to redeem your free gift.
And here's the button.
Thank you for taking the time to help us serve you better. It's our goal to provide you with nothing less than a 100% positive experience. Your feedback is very important to us as we look forward to serving you better.
So what happens when this is done, it's going to automatically redirect them to Yelp and collect the review. And the reason why I like Yelp, I mean, any of them are good, but as you can see, it already recognizes me. I'm with Facebook, so they can sign in here if they don't have a Yelp account with Facebook. A few others do that too, but I could just scroll down here and write a review. Click here, write the review. Great pizza and even better service. I totally love this place. There. And then sign up and post. And I'm with Facebook, so just go ahead and create my account. There. So it reviews, or it creates the review and the account at the same time, which I already have an account. So, but anyways, you get the point. And the customer gets the good review. Okay. Now the reason why I offer this for free is because, as you can see, the video is already done for them, so they don't have to, valued customer feedback. I don't have to keep on writing the reviews. All I do
Thank you for your business.
is I create the coupon, which shows up
To
here.
express our appreciation, we would like to offer you this free gift. In just a moment, a new window will open up in your browser and take you to one of our customer
There it
feedback.
is. This is the coupon that I created for them, which took me like 5 seconds to make. I mean, there's actually coupon generators online. You can actually go to Google, and I'll show you the one I used. Free coupon generator online. Maybe I put in free coupon creator, but the one I used was really simple to use. Here we go. 1minutecoupon.com. Nope, that wasn't them. It was... I don't know. Anyways, you get the point. There's sites. Oh, here we go. You can come in here and just collect. It's really easy. Just select the color. So I just selected red. I named it. Free slice of pizza. Company name, Manhattan Pizza. Their address, the business address, their phone number. Picked an expiration date for the coupon, and whatever I wanted to write. Grab a free slice on us with your valued feedback. Right? And I just grabbed a piece of pizza that I found off of Google and then attach that. So we'll just do pictures. I think it was documents. No, it was desktop. Pizza. Okay. Can't remember where I saved that image now. But anyways, you get the point. It's real simple to do. You don't have to be like a graphics person to do these types of things. I just went to Google and grabbed the slice of pizza. I might have deleted it, but just upload that as the image and then click create coupon and that's it. The coupon's done. I actually use Snagit, and I just basically use Snagit, or you can even download the coupon and use like Paint and erase this little couponsimon.com that they put on there, and that was how I made their coupon. So real simple. Took me 5 seconds to make, and then I just literally just made that page for them on here on my site. I just loaded the same video. Everybody gets the same video, and then that coupon, and then I put their Yelp review in there. Now I set that up for them for free. Now, in order to manage it, I'll charge them $100 a month, and what I'll do is every single week I'll switch the redirect from Yelp to Google Places, and then from Google Places to maybe Yahoo, and just switch it up so that way they can keep on getting reviews from other places. And then it's up to them to send out. Send their customers to that page. We can do a QR code and put that on their at the register, or have the, if they're a sit-down restaurant, maybe have the waitresses give people there and all that good stuff. So I hope everybody is, again, I know I covered a lot today. We've gone over so many different things. Where did I get a video like that? Actually, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you that video for dealing with me today, because I'm really sorry that everything happened the way it did. Here is the link to my video, and you can just go ahead and use this link. There you go. So if you put that link, you can embed it, whatever you want, just use that. Okay? It's generic. So anybody can, you can use it for any type of business. We're planning on, making some additional ones in the future. As far as getting the script from Ali G, I will go ahead and put that link inside the description here for this replay, so you guys can get that as well. Ali G actually created this specifically for us. I mean, it wasn't supposed to do that. And so far, we're the only people that are. I'm the only guy who's actually doing this. I've taught a few other people how to do this, but you're going to have literally no competition if you're out there doing this. I'll show you here really quick how this script works. Oop, wrong.
Thank you for your business. To express
I'm going to go ahead and put that link inside the description here for this replay, so you guys can get that as well. The Ali G actually created this specifically for us. I mean, it wasn't supposed to do that. And so far, we're the only people that are. I'm the only guy who's actually doing this. I've taught a few other people how to do this, but you're going to have literally no competition if you're out there doing this. I'll show you here really quick how this script works.
express our
using
appreciation,
Optimized
we would
Press
like to
for my pages, but you can
offer
use
you
whatever
this
type of
free
site you
gift.
want.
In just a moment,
If
a
you
new
go
window will
to,
open up in your browser and
let me
take
just
you to
create
one
a
of
new
our
page really
customer
quick and I'll
feedback
show you how this
partners.
works. This is literally how simple it is.
You can then begin to claim your free
Okay, so you grab your link for your video if you have Optimized Press. I don't know why my computer's acting up today. Okay, so let's try this again.
special gift in
Okay,
3
so
easy
we got the
steps.
link,
Once you are
right?
automatically
We'll
directed
just
to our
say
feedback
ABC
partner, first take a
company.
moment to leave us your personal feedback. Next, after you've completed
And then I'll go ahead and here's the script here. Okay, you just paste in your YouTube
submitted
link,
your comments, simply
choose
close
the
that window
size
to be
of
taken
the,
back to this page.
video, right? And we'll just do 850 by 480. I select autoplay. Then I take off the, controls. Or I leave the controls on.
You will
actually.
see
I'm
a
sorry, I go
special button
transparent
appear
here.
below this video that will take you to
And
redeem
then,
your free
disable
gift.
the button. No,
Thank you for
I
taking the
uncheck that
time
'cause
to
I
help
want it
us serve you
enabled.
better.
And
It's
as you
our
can see
goal to
here,
provide you
can
with
use any of
nothing
these
less than a
buttons, or
100%
you can
positive
use your own
experience.
image, which is
Your
that
feedback
one
is
image
very
that I
important
just
to us
made.
as we look forward to
And,
serving you better.
if you wanted to use that. See if I can use actually, let me just use the one from my customer. It was valued.
Thank you for your business.
Okay, so 1 second.
To express our appreciation, we would like to offer you this free gift. In just a moment, a new window will open up in your browser and take you to one of our customer feedback.
There we go. So let me just view this or copy image location. Okay, so then you just paste in your image link wherever that's at on your website or wherever you're hosting it, and you can preview it to make sure it's working okay. Once you've added that in, you do your a pop-up redirect. The pop-up redirect is something that is important, right? That's the part that does the redirect on a different page, and then all you do is just add in their Yelp listing. So, I don't have his here, so just for whatever, we'll use whatever. Okay. Put in your directory or your link that you want it to be redirected to, and then after you're done, click Insert. Oh, please enter the absolute location. Sorry. The payment button link also is where you want them to receive or where you want them to go to pick up their free gift. So if you want them to, go to a different page, you can do that. For right now, we'll just keep it all separate. Well, that's it. You just do that, click publish, and literally it's done. So once you have the video, it takes you like 5 seconds to do. 5 seconds, a minute.
Thank you for your business. To express our appreciation.
So does everybody understand that? I hope. I know I kind of went over it quickly. There's going to be a replay thanks to our good friend here, and everybody will have the ability to watch that again, hopefully. That's a WordPress plugin for the video? Yes, it is. It's a WordPress plugin. And again, I'm all about trying to make simple things that are gonna, make you money down the road. This gives you a good foot in the door. Again, it's just another foot in the door. So no matter what you're doing today, you've learned mobile, you've learned reputation management, you've learned SMS, a little bit of everything, voice broadcasting, everything. One more time, I'm going to throw up the script here for everybody who wants to screen cap the script so you can use it if you want to go ahead and try this reputation management. I'd love to hear everybody's results if you get out there and you do this. I'll go ahead and leave this up for one more second. But if you go out there and you do this reputation management, I'd love to hear your results. Some of you guys are asking about where you can get the plugin. Again, I'll put the links in there. It's called the WP, what is it called? It's called Video Commando or something like that. WP Video Commando. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll put a link in there for you so you guys can pick it up. Awesome. Well, with that said, I want to go ahead and start to wrap this up because we've been on here over 3 hours now. So I want to make sure that if there's any questions that I can answer, I'll answer, and then we'll move on and maybe do another one of these later on down the line. Russ, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, there's probably a little feedback.
Few questions from before. They were asking about a list of scrapers. If you could provide a list of scrapers that you recommend.
Yeah, I'll put all of the different links that we discussed a lot today, so I'll put everything inside that description. The sooner I get the replay or the recording, the sooner I can send it. And I know that thing's going to be huge because this is a long webinar. So,
does Hot Prospector do blasts like Voice Prospector?
Yeah, it does do blasts like Voice Prospector, but I don't really. I built it for the other things, and I just added that in as a feature. I don't necessarily, the cost is too much money for me to use that as a voice broadcaster.
Okay. Someone had asked if you could maybe come up with some kind of cheat sheet. I guess kind of covering everything.
Trust me, if I had the time to do that, I would. Maybe if I can get Dax to do it, I don't even know if Dax will have time to go back through this thing and do that, but we'll see what we can do. It's really hard to go back and what I'll try to do is break this up into a few different videos. That'll make it easier for you.
All right, Connie's wondering about the discount for the business, the scraper, business miner.
Yeah, I'm going to contact. Yeah, as far as all those links, I'll contact the people and see if I can get them to do something for us, and then I'll drop those links in the description of the video.
Okay. And
one more time, was there anybody else that got a recording of this? How many people have a recording of this? Okay, Lawrence, Gary. Who else? I know we had one more person. Okay, Tom. Okay. Any of you that have a recording from today's webinar, please, as soon as we get off this webinar, send me a message at markehelton@gmail.com.
Michael's asking if someone presses 1 and if someone presses 1 and the transfer line is busy, what happens?
Well, if the line is busy, you have the ability to do a backup transfer number for the press 1. So if you have somebody that, somebody else is taking calls when you're on the phone, you can transfer to a different number. So you can actually have a backup line. What I do is I have mine set up to go to Twilio a lot, so it'll just go to voicemail or whatever I have.
Okay, the Gmail address again was, what was it, Helton at Gmail?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark E.
Real quick,
Helton,
I have a question. What was the pricing that you said you set on the reputation management? You said $100. Did you say a week or a month?
A month.
A month, $100.
Yeah, again, the $100 a month.
I was like, whoa.
But $100 a month to do that is a very fair price to pay because number one,
that's more than fair.
Yeah, it's cheap, it's easy. But all you're really doing is just changing the link for them a few times a month, and just helping to disperse their reviews. Everybody else that, or the company themselves or the business themselves is really in charge of making sure that people go to that link. If they want me to create additional campaigns or additional things to help them with that, I can do anything. I can, like I said, we can do a QR code. We can, do text message blasts. We can, set up an email marketing system. There's all types of things that you can do to help them generate more reviews, but that takes time, which takes money. So for $100, it gets you in. You give them the system for free, and you set them up with Google Places or whatever, and just say, hey, like I can really help you. For $100 a month, we'll really do some damage for you.
So do you do it? What is the free portion of it then? What are you actually providing for free then regarding the reputation management? Are you sending it to one and only one,
yes,
and then you're charging them to swap out the links?
Yes. Yeah, I'll set it up to whichever company that I pick. Which I might even send it to the person who they don't want it to go to, like maybe Insider Pages or something. I'll pick like one of the review sites that gives them the ability to at least see what it does. And then, if we want to build reviews on like, Google Places or Yelp or some of the others, then I'll charge them, like I said, $100 a month to help them manage their reputation. They could never put something together like that. Most of all, think about it. How many people are out there doing reputation management? A lot, right? I've never seen anybody do what I just showed you guys. So they didn't think of it, then I guarantee the business isn't going to think of it, and they wouldn't even know what tools or how to use it to be able to get it to work for their business. So they'll be more than willing to pay $100 a month as long as it's working. Did I lose you guys? Are you there, Russell?
Still here.
Oh,
just
okay.
typing in answers. People are just asking for links and stuff. I think you had said you're going to put together something and send it out to everyone, right?
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm really glad that everybody enjoyed today's webinar. I guess we're going to go ahead and end this for now, and I'd like to do these every now and then. So just make sure you watch your email box. I just recently switched over to Constant Contact. I'm trying to get my deliverability higher. I was using iContact for a while, so if you were one of the ones obviously that are here, that means you got my webinar or my invites. So I'm really glad.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. There's just two questions that came through. I figured you could answer real quick. Bob is saying, with regards to reputation management, if it's a bad review, do you just send them a thank you and not direct them to a real review site?
Actually, no, because we're not monitoring them. But here's the thing, okay? It's all about the same thing we've talked about all day, is that law of reciprocity, right? This business owner is reaching out to their customers, and they're offering them something for free, asking for, in return, just a few minutes of their time to go and leave a review. They're not asking for them to leave a positive review, but they're giving them something for free. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm personally going to feel a little obligated to leave a halfway decent review, maybe with some constructive criticism if I did have a poor experience. But I'm going to be having a much more favorable opinion of that business because they actually had they reached out to me and asked me for that review. So, I don't actually, cut out the bad reviews, but it's actually better in the long run anyways.
Cool. And then last question is from Michael, and he's wondering how the system knows if they actually left the review to unlock the coupon.
It doesn't. It's on the honor system. Obviously, they could tweak the thing. What you could do is, because you control the link that you want them to go to get their free gift, what you could do is just have them send an email with a link to the review to get their free gift, especially if it's a gift that's a little more valuable. But think about it this way, even if they don't leave the review, the free gift, if you're a restaurant, maybe it's a free, like I have this guy given a free slice of pizza. They're going to come in to get their free slice of pizza, but then they're also going to probably order more stuff. I mean, who goes into a pizza shop and get one slice of pizza? I need a pie. One slice of pizza just to whet my taste buds there. Joseph saying a dozen good reviews push a bad review to second or third page. Yeah, I mean, just doing something actively, in addition to pushing your reviews, the bad reviews down, is good, but it's also going to help you with with your rankings online. The more of these sites that you get reviews on, the better, because it does help you with your Google Places listings. Helping people find you on the internet. Does my original video prospector come with Competition Crusher? No, it doesn't. Competition Crusher is, what I'm going to do? We'll go ahead and end the webinar for everybody that wants to end. I'm not going to pitch, but I'll answer any of the questions that you guys had about like the costs and things like that, because I know a lot of people had those questions, which we said we weren't going to answer earlier. So I think by now all the people who, I think everybody by now got enough good information to where they wouldn't mind if I gave you guys some, answered some of these questions. So if you want to ask those questions now, I'll go ahead and answer them. Competition Crusher does not come with Video Prospector, but you can pick it up, and if you send us an email to, actually, you should be able to get it if you go to the website, to markhelton.com, and just go under products. You just click under buy products, and it's under there. Any other questions? Awesome. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And again, thank you so much for coming out today and bearing with me. Again, I apologize for all the little technical difficulties that happened at the end. Thankfully, it happened at the end. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you, Russell, and thank you all of you that have the recordings. I look forward to seeing this and talking to you guys soon.